Yeah. We back. Hey. What we doing? Yeah, we raising kings. What she doing? Yeah, she raising the king. What they doing? Yeah, they raising kings. Raising kings. Raising kings. What she doing? What he doing? Yeah, they raising kings. What I'm doing? Yeah, I'm raising the king. Lady love, what you doing? Yeah, she raising the king. We raising some kings. We raising some kings. Yeah. Raising Kings podcast. And we back. Yeah. Like we never left. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Raising Kings podcast.
Hi, y'all.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey.
This your girl Sassy.
And your girl Lady Love.
Mr. Nobody.
Yeah. I feel like one of my years was off point, but it's all good. It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Yay. I just have to start off by saying I apologize about last episode. Listen, we were here. We were set up. We were trying to record, and we had some technical difficulties.
All right, so y'all want to know the truth? Okay. Moment of truth. We were so friggin' turned up last week. Y'all have no idea.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, we were super duper turned, but at the same time, we were still doing the podcast. And mid-podcast, the equipment just decided to say, yo, y'all doing too much.
Tell the truth, man. It was a bunch of shenanigans going on.
It was
super fun.
It was a lot of, we were doing the most last week.
A bunch of shenanigans.
So so I bought in the hookah.
The hookah, we on hookah right now today.
Bought in the hookah.
Sassy done took a hookah bottle, busted upside somebody's head.
Yeah, it was lit last week.
Flipped the table.
Flipped the table. We broke a hookah last week. Man. I had to come back and buy another hookah.
Oh, man.
I can't wait for us to go live so you guys can really
see. Listen, last week would have been crazy. If we was live last week, that shit would have been crazy.
I'm going to tell you, whatever we do, when it goes down, do not stop recording. That's all good content.
Yeah,
no matter what happens.
So dope.
I was disappointed because I feel like last week it was gonna be a really good episode, but
it was definitely
5 minutes in the everything just decided to stop.
We had a guest in on that wanted to get at me so bad.
She was hot. She was mad at you.
Oh, man.
She wanted to rip your head off.
That's okay. She could have if she wanted to. You know, if she wanted to do that.
We gotta say first and foremost, Haitian Flag Day. Happy Haitian Flag Weekend.
To all my
1804.
We in Miami. So
1804.
Yeah, big shout out to Lil Haiti. Lil Haiti raised.
Mr. Liverture.
Yes, much respect.
Independence of Haiti.
Paving the way
one of the
for
first Black Caribbean countries
that did
to
their thing.
Gain their independence.
Exactly.
To put Mr. Napoleon on the run,
right,
and have him under pressure, and kick these people out of their country. You know,
exactly. He did.
And by the way, last week, I mean, we missed so many things. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mommies out there.
Absolutely.
And I was a lot really disappointed. So I feel like I was emotional last week because we didn't get to do it because I'm like, damn, we didn't get to say Happy Mother's Day. We raising kings. We talking about our kids and we didn't even get to wish all the mommies out there Happy Mother's Day. So happy belated Happy Mother's Day. But listen, we were recording. You know what I'm saying? It just, we had technical difficulties.
Exactly.
Our software and our system here just completely shut down and crashed. And
crashed on
I've been working hard all week trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. And for Lady Love and Hefe would tell you, I didn't get this up and running until like an hour before we're supposed to start recording. So, I was determined,
Listen, we got to crawl before we walk and everything is going to be fine. Mother's Day is every day. So,
absolutely.
Happy Mother's Day to all you ladies. I had to work on Mother's Day. So,
all these ritual holidays that we have. Yeah. These like either Easter or Mother's Day. Mother's Day is every day.
Every day.
Valentine's Day should be every day, not just one day a year.
It should.
We should always celebrate our mothers.
It definitely should. And then it was my birthday last week, Tuesday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday
to me.
Happy birthday to you.
Say it in Creole.
Happy birthday.
Sing it in Creole. Sing it in Creole. Come on, Hefe. Come on.
I can't.
It's Haitian Flag Day.
It is Haitian Flag Day, but I don't know how to sing.
Yeah,
I don't know how
happy
to sing
birthday,
I do not know how to do that. I apologize. I do not know how to do that.
But yeah.
She said, like a real Haitian.
Oh, yeah.
Like a real Haitian. All right, in this episode, you ladies have to use one Haitian word at least in a sentence.
Yeah, okay.
Not a problem.
Just find something to say in a sentence and explain yourselves and use a Haitian word.
Okay.
Like you just said,
Uh-oh.
That's a Haitian. That's a Haitian proverb. That's
yeah,
classic.
it is. That's why I said. That's what I remember.
But you can't just do it. You can't just do it. You have to do it right. You got to do it organically. It has to.
Let me try one. Let me try a big one.
Don't try. Just keep going. Just put it in the sentence. Put it in there. Let's see what you're working with.
It has to be fluent.
Exactly.
Okay. So
and it has to pertain to what we're talking about.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I'm gonna go like I'm talking to my son.
Okay.
So you just gonna do that? Shita. Sit your ass down. You know, I tried.
Okay. But what you have to do, we're gonna have to use it in our conversation as we're talking.
Right, we're gonna do that.
You can interject it.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't want my rules because if she don't do it, she gonna have to take a shot.
Listen, I'm already drinking. I'm on my second cup. Normally, I just babysit one cup, so I'm on my second one, and we on hookah. You know, I don't smoke, and we on hookah, so. Yes.
These ladies in here got things lit, man. I'm just following them. I'm following y'all follow y'all lead.
We have an amazing topics to talk to you guys about today. We're going to just jump right in.
This episode is Hefe's episode. He's going to take the lead.
Well, right. I mean, I'm not going to take the lead. We're just going to have a nice conversation. We're just going to talk
we're
just going to talk about a few things. That's all.
We're going to
follow a few things that transpired that we just, we spoke about. I mean,
right. And a lot of people, regardless if you're a parent or not, you may have known about it or you may have heard about it and give us your input because we want to know.
Well, the first thing for me was these consent forms. That was the first thing for me. And the reason why I brought up the consent form situation was because, my daughter, at the last minute, all I guess down here in Florida, they have these trips to go to Orlando and all these things like that. I know when I was back in school, we didn't have no consent form. You just got on the bus and you went to wherever you had to go to. The school's responsible. You put your kids in school. The school's responsible for you.
Yeah, they call it like a field trip form.
So, we paid for the trip, paid for her trip to go or whatever the case may be. And it's all good. I'm figuring, okay, she's going to go. They're going to take care of her breakfast, her lunch, her dinner, whatever out there. So it's great.
You still got to send money.
Man, listen, of course, you still got to send money for them to, spend a little money. Yeah. But then at the last minute, after we spent all the money, then they said, oh, we have a, my wife came and said, we have a consent form. You have to go get it notarized. I said, what? Get it notarized? For what? What kind?
Notarized?
Listen to me. They said the consent form had to be notarized. So I said, let me see this consent form. So basically, the consent form is basically saying you turning your kids over to them and they're not responsible for nothing. Yeah. So if your kid gets hurt or whatever, they'll provide whatever type of medical assistance, but you can't go and sue the school. Nope. Don't come and try to say they're responsible.
Oh, that's what you meant with consent form. Nah, I ain't have to sign one of those.
Up where we stay at, that's what they said. They gave us a consent form. And that consent form was a complete release for them to have. They're not responsible for nothing. I'm like, wait a minute. When I read this, I'm like, it just like a thing that went through. I'm like, oh, so y'all don't even care about mine?
Yeah, that's crazy. That almost sounds like the consent forms, or the waiver forms that the doctors is making you sign, like for their malpractice insurance.
Well,
like, okay, well, if we leave gauze pads in you and a scalpel in you, you can't sue us.
Listen to me.
That's crazy.
Listen to me. I thought it was somewhat somewhat outrageous because it's like, okay, you plan a trip. She's in the school. I understand if something happens or whatever the case may be. Accidents happen.
Right.
But you're just gonna sit off rip and say we're not responsible. So whatever happens, we're not responsible for it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Don't come back to us and say we're responsible for anything. I'm like, and I was, at first I was like, you know what? I don't want her going on this trip because I felt like the school didn't really, if something happened, they don't really give a damn. Why would you want them to sign this consent form? Y'all don't want to take no responsibility.
Exactly. Like if I'm signing away like the rights of myself as a parent and the rights to protect my child, so it's like, okay, if they go up there and get lost, it's like it's not their issue.
Man, I had that consent form in the truck for like 4 days. I'm like, man, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
I wanted to just cancel this thing, but I was like, man, my daughter really did good. She passed her FCAT, all these things that she's supposed to. The FSA, exactly. She passed it. She doesn't even know she passed it because the teacher called and said, she did, but don't let her know anything.
Yeah, and the teacher was talking all that shit.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? and she did her thing. So I was like, man, I really was about to be like, no, you ain't, you're not going.
Yeah, let me do my own thing for
Right.
you. We'll
Exactly.
do something for you.
But she was so looking forward to it. I was like, man, I don't want to be.
You had to be with her friends and everything. Be that dad. You don't want to be that dad.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
be
I'm a
that
little
dad.
disappointed because my son, like, he's going to the 6th grade next year, and same thing. We had I when you was mentioning consent forms, I thought you was like basically the field trip form, because I had a field trip form to sign. It's basically okay, they going on this trip. If they have medical insurance, put that information and stuff like that or whatever. But it wasn't to that extreme. But I paid for this trip back in February. They were supposed to go to Legoland. And this was their 5th grade graduation little trip, right? Yeah. So my son has been sick for 2 days earlier this week, so he hasn't been in school like Monday, Tuesday. So I don't know if they attempted to tell me or whatever, but that's crazy because y'all have my number. Exactly. Y'all could have reached out to me. So my son went to school on Wednesday, and he was like, "Oh, mommy, the trip is on Thursday," and I was like, "Well, damn." Well, I'm glad you went to school because I would have never known. I spent my $100 for you to go on this trip. All right, well, good. So my son, being the kid that he is, didn't really do his due diligence and find out exactly what they were supposed to do. Like if they had a certain color they were supposed to wear to blend in with it, so everybody would know. Okay, they're in this group, So I ended up reaching out to the teacher, and I was like, "Yo, well, okay, my son been out of school for 2 days because he had like this stomach virus that's been going on. Like, what's the deal with the field trip?" Now, first and foremost, I didn't like how she responded because she was like, I was like, "Oh, please call me back regarding the trip." She was like, "Trip? What do you mean by trip? I mean, there's no field trips, but they are going on their 5th grade graduation trip." I'm like, "Well, bitch, that's what I meant." I'm like, "That's what I meant. What other trip would I be talking about? Like, exactly. I know y'all don't have nothing else coming up, so what are you talking about?" So I already felt some little shade right there. So I'm texting her and calling her. Normally she responds like right away, so she didn't respond to me till like 7:00. So I'm like, well, I know after 7:00, like the teachers normally don't respond because it's after business hours. So I didn't expect her to respond. So she did. She was like, "Oh, well, sorry for the delay, blah, 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 blah. I had this going on. All right, they got to be at the school she told me, well, be at the school between 5 a.m. and 5:15 because we don't know what Shane's field trip form is. So just come early so you can sign it. The bus is probably going to leave at 5:30, 5:45, 6:00-ish. In the morning or whatever, and then make sure if he have a field trip shirt, because his school has field trip shirts, like especially like when they go on field trips they have to wear the shirt, she was like, if they don't have it, then he just got to wear the teal school uniform shirt. So I'm like, I bet. Okay, so good, I got that. So 10:00 now, she calls me, she texts me. It was like, well, she calls me, but I was in the shower or whatever like that, so I missed the call. So I reached back out to her. I was like, "Oh, I missed your call." And she was like, "Oh, yeah. Well, I was speaking to, I don't even know who she said because I don't know who that person is. But, whatever. I was kind of lit because it was kind of like my whole birthday week. So I was like drunk all week. So she was like, "Oh, well, because your son has a referral, he can't go." I was like, "Huh? Referral? What referral? What referral do you speak of?" She was like, "Oh, we had a conference and I told you about it." I was like, "No, we had a conference, but you didn't tell me about no referral. What you told me is the incident that happened, and you said you spoke to both parties, you spoke to the parents, and the kids was not going to get a referral." You know what I'm saying? I specifically said in that conference, "Yo, if he's extra out of line, he's not doing what he's supposed to do, then we're going to cancel his trip because I'm not going to pay for something and he's not doing what he's supposed to do."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm the one who said that I would cancel it, but he never got a referral. So I'm still like, "Yo, what referral are you speaking about?" Because every time that y'all called me about an incident, y'all never told me that he had a referral. Fast forward or whatever, my son didn't get to go to the trip. Aww. Because they claim he had this referral or whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, who gonna give me back my money? Right. Because the fact of the matter is, y'all should have never waited for the day of the trip to tell me that he couldn't go on the trip.
They should have let him go on that trip the day of.
Of course. Like, you could have at least, even though my son really didn't care to go, because you know how my son is, he just strictly video games or whatever. And then I guess most of his whole little clique probably really wasn't going, so he didn't really care to go. But I'm like, I paid for my guap. I paid for that trip with my guap, and you never went to Legoland.
They should have informed you way earlier to let you know that, not the day of.
This trip was paid for in February. Like, why you couldn't tell me, like, okay, well, he's getting a referral and he can't go. And I understand all for discipline. If a kid is not doing something, you have to let them learn, so they feel that hurt and be like, okay, I'm not going to ever F up again because this is what could happen. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't telling me. You telling me the day of, and then you gonna tell me, oh, you're gonna talk to whoever to possibly get my money back or partial. I was like, no. I said, listen.
No.
I said, no. Y'all not gonna give me back partial
all
of my money. Y'all gonna give me back 100% of that money, because right about now they probably put somebody else on that bus and let him go in the place of my son and try to make it seem like, oh, this and that, because they probably thought that he was sick and he wasn't gonna go.
Right.
That's what I think.
That's exactly what happened.
Listen, y'all have 48 hours to call me. Today was 24. On Monday, by the end of the day, if somebody don't call me, it's gonna be trouble on Tuesday when I go out to that school.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a problem.
They better give you back. Somebody better put their hand in their pocket and give you back all that goddamn money.
All that money,
because they knew about the trip and they knew when you paid your money in advance and your money was paid. They shouldn't have waited for the very last minute to tell you that your son couldn't get on that bus.
Because the thing is, like, they call me for everything. Well, they know that I'm a parent.
That's
I'm
on
always,
them.
I'm always
very
on
involved.
everything. Yeah. Okay. So it's like you could have texted me. You could have called me. You could say, yo, Miss such and such, can you come in so we could talk about the trip? I have to let you know. Like, you could even call, and I will understand. But the day of the trip, at 10 o'clock the night before the trip, that we got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
The next time you would talk to them, I'll be like, you're gonna hear from my lawyer.
The next time I talk to them, listen, I already told them. I said, listen, y'all already know that I'm a very nice person. I'm very involved in my son, everything about my son. Whatever issues y'all have, I nip that shit in the bud. Like, if he gets in trouble today, he's not gonna get in another problem like for a while, because he's gonna be straightened. You know what I'm saying? So don't play with me. Like, y'all could have at least called me and told me. I was like, listen, it ain't gonna be no nice sassy when I go up in there. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
They better have that money.
Yeah, they better have my money.
They better have that money.
Listen, either way, I'm going to win. Because when I go up in there and cause an issue, y'all going to give me my money, and I'm going to dispute it with the bank, and they're going to give me more money. So I'm going to get $200 off that. So please, don't play with me.
Yeah. They listen, at my child's school, at my son's, they never know. Even at his aftercare, they never know what version of me they're going to get. Because they never know. They never know. They never, ever know until I walk through the door. Yeah. They never know. When they tell me he's done anything and I'm so, like,
annoyed,
like, quiet about it or whatever, I'm like, okay, that's what you did? Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. Take them, they look so shocked. And then sometimes when they tell me and I really, like, reprimand her, like, oh, for real? Like, that's what you really, really did? They're like, so shocked. Like, I never let them know what type of version. You don't know what. So don't mess with this one. This parent can go from 0 to 100 any moment. Listen, you don't know who you gonna get.
I'm cool,
don't play with me.
Collective until you play with me. I feel like you insulted me and trying to make me feel like I'm dumb or something. I would be
very upset. Number one, at that whole thing. I don't even think I would let any time go by. I think I'd be in a chest every day.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I have a problem. I got time. Y'all want to play with me?
I don't have time. I'd be too busy. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to give you that 24 to 48 hour business hour window. But on Tuesday, if nobody called me back on Monday, it's going to be a problem.
I wouldn't wait for a call. I would be up there.
Yeah, Tuesday. No, Tuesday I'm going to be up there.
I would be up there. I'm going to be up there and all I'm here to collect my money for the trip. Correct. Because there's nowhere on God's green earth you're going to wait the day of and you made preparations, and then you're going to tell me he can't go. At some point, someone should have called me and let me know way in advance when I paid my money.
Exactly.
Or whatever the case may be.
And before they turned that money in, you should have said, well, all right, your son got a referral. And all the kids that has referrals, we trying to prove a point, and he's disqualified. Perfect.
But
give me my refund.
But let me ask you a question. Did they even give you any notice that if any kids get furrows, if you get a furrow, you'll be disqualified for going on a trip? Did they let you know that?
No,
that's not right.
No,
they're supposed to let you know
they
that.
didn't let me know that, but I understand that.
It's exactly what you said it was. They use it as an excuse.
Yeah,
they gave somebody else that kid his ticket, and there was no more room for him.
Right.
And they said, oh, he had a refund. They just threw that in.
When you go up in there on Monday or Tuesday or whenever you decide to go, just go in there. Don't even say hi. Don't say nothing. Just go inside the office and be like, who's in charge? I need to speak to whoever is in charge right now.
I know who's in charge. I'm going to need to see the assistant principal or the principal right now.
I was a little loud.
And I have to be at work at a certain time, so don't hold up my time.
I got 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Because my time is valuable.
Listen, I'm not even talking to them. First of all, it's like, where's my money? Because y'all, I pay with my debit card. So y'all got y'all money right away. So where's my money? And who's going to explain this referral situation that y'all told me that he wasn't getting no referral?
End of the year shenanigans.
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
That's crazy,
End
yo.
of the year shenanigans.
I'm
I
telling
love
you,
it.
for
I'm
real.
so blessed that I don't have to deal with none of that nonsense. But when it comes down to those consent forms, though, I do have something to say about that because my son's Aftercare, they are the most. Like, it is a trip. It's a community center, number one. And it's like a thick pamphlet that you have to fill out. And it specifically says, when I first started, I had to, I understand your pain.
I'm telling you, man, that's not right.
I looked at it, I said, wait, y'all serious right now? Like, did you read this? I was like,
they nutty, man.
I'm talking to the director. I'm like, did you read this? Did you read this? You didn't type this up. Somebody else, the city of Hollywood or the city of Miami, who typed this up? Because this is a joke. This is a joke. You mean to tell me if you taking my son to a pool, if he drowns, you're not responsible?
That's what I'm talking about.
You're taking my son to this aquarium. If a dolphin, the pet dolphins, and if a dolphin pulls him underneath the water, you're not responsible?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
If anything happens to my son while he's in your care, he's on a water slide or whatever,
somebody gotta be responsible.
Somebody mess around and kick him or something like that, or he I don't know, dislocate his shoulder or something.
Accidents can happen.
You're not responsible.
Yo.
I tell people all the time, they be like, "Lady Love, your phone ringing, da da da." At work, I'm like, I don't pick up my phone when I'm at work because it's real simple.
Listen.
Tell me.
Listen.
Tell me.
We went down to Orlando, and we was in Orlando. We went to Jump Zone. Mm-hmm. My daughter wound up breaking her arm at Jump Zone. Ooh. And let me tell you something. Before we went in there, and if you've been to Jump Zone, they make you pretty much sign your life away with your kids, talking about they not responsible before they give them orange socks.
Yeah, they sign a waiver.
You sign that waiver, and they not responsible for nothing up in there. And I'm telling you, and when I was signed, I said, yo, this, and I was looking at that consent form the same time. I said, damn, so basically anything happens, they're not responsible. And man, by the sun rises tomorrow morning, she went out there and broke her arm in that Jump Zone.
What?
And I'm telling you, she broke her arm. And they tell you, they say, listen, of course, and it was kind of partially my daughter's fault because, sometimes she just wasn't listening. She didn't listen. They tell you, when you jumping inside that Jump Zone, one person to a mat. You can't have two people jumping at the same time. So she's jumping on there, and then she sees me jumping on the thing, and then she jumps in there with me, and then it just, with my weight and her weight, it just threw her. You know what I'm saying? And then when it threw her, she came down crazy and she broke her arm. And I mean, I'm telling you, I physically seen it when she was on the ground. She said, Daddy, I looked at her arm and I could see her arm was crazy. Sheesh. I grabbed her arm and put her arm back into place. Yeah, back into place. And as soon as I did that, I wrapped it and I put it up in a sling. And they were so nice in there. Oh my God, could we help you? Could we do this? Could we do that? I said, what you gonna help me for? Yo, we already signed a consent form. Ain't nothing we could do. You know what I'm saying? Her arm is broke. And then the next day, we supposed to go to Islands of Adventure, but she a trooper, though. Man. I slung up her arm. I put Bengay on it and rubbed it and did everything I could do to it. But I knew. I didn't even tell her nothing. I said, listen, man, I knew. I said, when we got back down to Fort Lauderdale, I said, yo, they're going to put a cast on that arm. That arm is broke. I'm telling you. She said, are you sure, Dad? I said, it doesn't feel that bad. But she went on all the rides the next day. She had a good time. But her arm was in that sling the whole time. The whole time, I had her arm up in the sling. Had it all up in the sling. Had it wrapped up tight. And kept it up.
Zopapi.
Yeah, and kept it up. Even when I went, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's that good.
It was crazy.
When we got, say rap in Creole?
I'm not sure how you say that.
Oh, come on. Can I get a real Haitian up in here?
Wait,
please.
Rap. Let me see, rap. No.
I'm so tired of these fake Zoes up and down my timeline.
I was born
all these fake
in New York
Zoes.
City. Let me tell you.
Well, I bet all you know is
Lady Love got me coughing.
No, I can tell you a few things now. I just can't.
Whatever.
I just can't get the rap.
I bet all you know is the name of the general. You can't even sing Happy Birthday to Me in Creole.
No, I can't. I'm not lying to you.
Listen,
I can't.
I gotta shout out my homegirl Chance. I hope you listening. She's a new subscriber. I love her to death. She is a real Zoe lady.
Is she a real Zoe lady?
If she was on the show, she would be talking to us right now in Creole.
Listen, shout out to everybody who tuned in. Shout out to all the Zoes.
That's right. That's right. All the Zoes. You see how they try to tap me up here?
Haitian Flag Day.
That's right.
Hey.
Voyer drapeau, yo.
Oh, you voyer. Something like that.
What you think? No, that means you gotta throw your flag. Drapeau is your flag.
I think I'm mistaking it from voler.
Oh,
Tito's Vodka
sponsoring
the episode
you said
today.
something different what you just said. I was about to say something. You know what?
What's
Don't
voyeur?
say voyeur no more. Okay, stop
What's
saying
that?
voyeur.
What's voyeur? What's
What does
voyeur?
that mean?
Listen, you gotta teach us some
What does
Creole.
that mean?
Some
Wait,
Creole.
is that
today.
bad? I don't want to say
Say it
bad
again. What'd you
word.
say? Say what you just said again.
Voyeur. Oh my God, if that's bad, I don't want to
Don't
say
say
it.
pause. Don't be saying voyeur. Okay. I mean,
What
you
does
could
that
say
mean?
I mean,
What
it's
does
a
it
different
mean?
thing. Like you could say my voyeur.
Okay.
By boom moon. That means I'm gonna send something to a moon. But where you just kind of said it, it kind of said voyeur means like busting the nut.
Yeah, voyeur. Hey, let me get my voyeur on.
Damn, lady love. That's what you're trying to do out here.
Voyeur all day. Voyeur. I learned a new word, y'all.
There you go. See that? I just gave you
Voyeur all
something.
day.
You said voyeur all day.
Listen.
Oh my God! Why did I tell you that?
Thank
Why did
God
I
ain't
tell
no
you what
kids
that meant?
listen, don't let y'all kids listen. This is an adult radio show. We talk about the kids, but it's not for them.
Yeah, in the beginning,
to
this
listen.
is an adult.
Okay.
We do have some X-rated things that we do talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
from
We
time to time.
Guess what?
Everything we do is
the
X-rated.
show. I mean, we raising kids. We raising our children.
Absolutely.
But this is the parental downtime.
There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? We talk about all the ish that our kid put us through.
Right.
We just relax and we unwind. See, we
Right.
on hookah.
Right, and we want to connect. Like we're doing this
Right.
so that we
Yeah.
can connect to you guys. We
Listen,
want you guys to feel as
Anybody
as
out there,
comfortable.
hit us up. Raising Kings Podcast at
Yes.
gmail.com. Raising Kings PC on Twitter. Search us on YouTube, Raising Kings Podcast. And also Apple Podcasts and Google
Yes.
Podcasts.
That's what I'm on. I'm on
and we on
Apple.
we on
Yeah, I'm on
SoundCloud too. So,
Yes.
just hit us
We're on
up.
Apple.
Hit us up. Hit us up.
Yes, and subscribe.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Hit
like
that
and
subscribe
Tell a
button.
friend and
I
tell a
need
friend.
yes, I need family, I need friends, I just need random supporters. I need y'all to click in. All the parents out there, just because it's called Raising Kings, don't mean it's just about us raising kings.
Right.
We need the mothers
raising
and the
queens,
fathers
too.
raising
I'm
queens.
raising
Come on,
queens,
give
baby.
us y'all parental point of view. It's
Right.
just about parents raising kings. We titled it Raising Kings because guess what? When me and Lady Love officially came together and brought this to life, we have boys in common. So that's why we came up with Raising
Raising
Kings.
Kings, absolutely.
Now we got Hefe on the show. He
Right.
has a son also, but he have 3 girls.
Right.
So we just have the multiple aspects of everything out here. And listen, I'm probably
Absolutely.
slurring right now because I'm on some heavy vodka. This is my second cup. Normally I don't overdo it because I'm the engineer here.
1.5.
But
The technical engineer.
Well,
Come
Hefe's
on, man.
not
We need
drinking,
y'all
so
support.
I just
Hit us
took
up.
his cup.
now Hefe had a little
drinking
cup
water.
earlier. He had a cup earlier.
We can add some more to that, really. For real, for real. Hold on for 1 second. We're going
So he like to put a
Spice
lot of
it up.
ice in his stuff.
Nah, but ain't no ice in that right now.
Listen. So we happy that you guys are here with us. It's so super excited that you guys are here. We hope that we're talking about the things that you guys are interested in.
Of course, and I just
things that
gave
you
y'all
can
all
connect
our
with.
handles. If y'all have any topic ideas, any discussions y'all want to add to something,
Yes.
y'all want to ask us anything, we here. Sassy right here, Lady Love over there,
Yep.
Hefe right there.
Mr.
Hit
Nobody.
us up. We
Hit us up,
we
hit us
here.
up, hit us up.
We here for
Absolutely.
it.
Hit us up. We love you guys. So let us know
Absolutely.
what's up. What's the next topic? Let's get this thing cracked.
All right. Well,
What
the
else?
next topic
What else?
is the next topic that I was really wanted to touch on is really near and dear to my heart. It's crazy though.
Uh-oh.
It's being wrongfully accused. Just like me, not saying like a couple of podcasts ago we were talking about Bill Cosby and stuff like that.
Now we talk about T.I.
No, well, we could talk about T.I. too.
Yeah, all that.
Oh, you know,
ties
that's the
into it.
first thing that came to my mind.
Well, we could talk. Well, I mean,
That's crazy.
but then see, but he's kind of like a different situation because he was on his property trying to get in,
Right.
But
He's
he
been
should have
wrongfully-
kind of let it go, and then he kept talking. They said he was kind of, I think he was.
But
he
you
was
know,
kind of drunk a little
T.I.
bit.
T.I. is outspoken though, but I'm
Very
I'm
outspoken, but
putting
there's
that-
some times where you just can't
don't you
win,
have the right?
especially
You
when
have the
if I don't know
right.
if you've seen the video when
Anybody
he
want
was in.
hookah?
That's all right.
Not at
Want
the
a
mo-
hookah?
yeah, not at the moment. But I don't know if you've seen the video when he was inside the precinct. He kept talking to
I
the
did.
police, trying.
I
Yo,
saw it.
at some
I really
point you
did
got to
see it.
really understand. Yo, you can't win with the police,
Right.
on their level. The only way you're gonna win with them are pushing paper and dealing with them in the courts.
Yeah, you're right.
Staying in their precinct, arguing with them, it's a waste of time.
It is.
It is. It's a waste of time. When you out on the street with the police, they lock you. It's their world. You just do what they tell you to do, and get in front of a judge, get yourself home, and not try to get arrested or whatever the case may be to inconvenience you. But arguing with them and trying to go back and forth with them, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win that fight. So just it's a dead
So
issue.
you're
Don't even
telling
try to do that.
everybody to just be silent
Well, it's,
in that moment. In
I
the
mean,
moment when you
listen,
have done
listen.
something and you don't feel like you were wrong.
yeah.
Let
Well,
them see you.
listen. It's unfortunate. It is totally, completely
Whose phone
unfortunate.
is that?
Yeah, that's that phone.
Hey.
It's my phone.
Oh. Ow. Ow.
Hefe.
Okay. With the sound effects.
That's my phone. That's crazy. I was like, whose phone is that? Whose phone is that going on?
Yours.
That's my phone.
But yeah, like, I mean, I know
going on.
he's a very outspoken person as far as in T.I. I'm a very outspoken person, but at the end of the day, I have to agree with you guys because I know when the situation has changed. I understand
Out on
when
the street.
it's out of my control.
Out on the street with the police.
Right. You got to understand who's in control, who's in charge.
Right.
And yes, you're a big man. Yes, you are a known celebrity.
Right.
Yes, you feel like people should know you. Yes, they should treat you with some type of dignity, some type of respect. You are a grown man. You have establishments. You are known in the community and all over the world, for Christ's sakes. However, I mean, they can't be biased. They can't just choose to treat you a certain way aside from a normal, everyday, I don't know, person or something.
Listen, you can have some police out there that really will go above and beyond and really try to disrespect you. But if you come at me personally, there's been many times where I know I wasn't in the wrong, and me trying to argue with the police and trying to convince them to tell me I wasn't wrong. Sometimes with them being in authority, they just feel like whatever they say is the right thing because they feel like they have the authority and they're the police and you have to listen. So at that particular point, when that happens, with things that happen with
I'm
me,
gonna be a police officer.
Listen,
I want everybody
that's a
to
whole
listen
nother.
to
That's
me.
a whole nother situation.
I want
right
everybody
there.
to listen to me and
Because
just be like, fuck you.
Old heads used to tell me, you can't beat them, you should join them. And at one point, I was really trying to join because it was crazy. But still in all, many times when I got into situations with police, I always beat those cases in court because when you get in front of a judge, what's right is right. What the law is the law.
Right.
You could say what you want to say. It doesn't matter what your mouth say. It's not what your mouth say. It's what you can prove in the court of law.
Right. That's all it comes down
and that's
to.
all it comes down to. But trying to fight and argue with them, it opens up too many avenues for them to put more charges on you as an obstruction of justice,
so
as all types of stuff. It's just not a good look. So it's best you don't get into it. Sometimes you can have a police officer that might understand, but if you try to act like some of those, they get really intimidated. They get not only intimidated, but they feel they the authority figure. You got to listen to what they say, and they figure you an idiot. You don't know no better, so you should just follow along what they say.
I know. Sometimes I feel the same way when I'm at work. Sometimes.
Yeah, I just
you know how
I don't
they
think
say
it's
the
a good
customer
idea.
is always right.
Yeah.
You know, I understand them in that aspect because sometimes these people come up and they ask the darnest questions or they want to fight about the stupidest things. And I just be like, listen, either you want it or you don't. And if you don't, just fuck off already. But like,
and that's what you say? That's what you say?
I understand it.
And that's what you say. That's what you say too,
definitely
right?
Don't. Definitely don't. I don't have a badge.
Okay.
So I have a badge, but I'm just saying I'm not,
Right.
I'm not an officer, but I can understand that that's what they're saying. But my heart goes out to T.I., because it's so sad.
Yeah, well,
because I would feel just as upset, and I probably would go the extra mile just like him, just because of the situation. Because listen, I live here.
No, listen,
I live
man.
here. How dare you? I live here. Don't play with me.
Yo.
You freaking. What it is, flashlight cop.
Sometimes you can be smart.
You know those security guys, they be doing the most.
True.
FYI, I used to be a security guard. So
True.
yeah, I know. I be doing the most. I used
True.
to do the most. I'm sorry, because I wanted to be that
Pull up. You see how that doing the most keep punching in?
Yeah.
They're doing the most. I told you.
He's doing the most. But listen, man, I could understand that. You could be a security guard, but he left. He was in the house already. They let him in.
Like, there was no reason they should have locked him up.
Why would he come back? He went back to the police. He came back. And then when he came back, that's when they called the police on him. And then he was saying he was kind of drunk. He was this, he was that.
But you know what?
Sometimes you can be too smart. Sometimes you can be too smart for your own good.
Yeah.
But listen, man.
Listen. Like, sometimes you can have a drink and not be drunk, right?
Okay.
So most of the time, that's what they use. Oh, you're intoxicated. Oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. A lot of times when you go back and approach them, and a smart brother like T.I., even though he country, he's a very intelligent brother.
Yeah, I mean, if he was drunk
when you
in that
hit
moment,
when you hit them with facts, they don't like that shit, and then they're gonna do anything
that
to
video,
throw
you
a bug
could
in
be
that.
smart.
Yeah.
You could be smart, but you could be a smart dummy at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
was
a
inside the
ass.
police. He was inside that precinct trying to talk. He act. Yeah, he kept saying, "I'm just trying to ask you a question, officer. You still ain't asking my question." Yo, it's all good that you want to be smart, but sometimes it don't even make no sense
Yeah,
to
just
try to
shut
put
up
your
and just,
energy into them jokers
Yeah, 'cause
because
they don't
they
matter.
feel
Yeah.
like they are the authority figure. They got you up. They went up on you already.
Right.
You're arrested. You're
Right.
locked up. You ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So just shut up.
And the thing about it is, he's come so far. I'm talking about so
Yo.
far from tip drip, from all of that,
Yo.
from his beginning, from the beginning, because he's been in that incarceration situation. He's been there. He's made records of it. He's made his first meal off of it. He knows the situation, and to be taken back so many years,
Yo.
like back into that situation, I know that it's so
I admire-
hurtful. I'm so sorry for him.
I admire him.
am.
I admire him. He's
Sorry.
a real intelligent brother. I really do admire him in every aspect. But there's certain situations, certain things where you should just know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the intelligence
was
that
a
you
test.
have, maybe could it have been the alcohol that made him react the way he reacted? I don't really know.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to have some sense and just know you can't win certain battles. Just can't be won.
I want to say it a little better. I want to say
Go
that
ahead.
he should listen. He should have learned his lesson. I feel like he should have learned his lesson because he's been in situations that have made him get incarcerated before. Like, you know,
Right.
I feel like he should have learned his lesson, and this was just a test to see if he has really grown or if he's still
Right.
that same person.
And I could understand what he was really beefing about because
Ouch.
it was his crib. It is his house. But again,
That hurt me to say that.
what?
Did he grow or is he still the same person?
Nah, what you
Have
mean?
you think
I
that
know, I don't think so. I think
mean,
he's
y'all
definitely
grown
grown.
a lot, man. That
But
man is a.
My
that
thing
man
is that
grown.
sometimes you can make certain decisions. What could it have been to make him react the way he reacted at that time? Could it have been the alcohol? Could it have been just the fact that, I mean, I would really be upset too.
Well, he just
Whereas,
felt
I'm
disrespected
coming
as a
through my
man.
gate, and listen to me, it's happened to me before. I lived behind a gated community, and some white lady jumps out the car talking about, oh, who's this person coming in? And I start beefing or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it all depends. It all depends on that situation. But once the police get involved and things are starting to go awry, you gotta click a switch. Got to click in your brain and say, you know what? Let me shut my mouth and let
Rise
me let this thing
above.
play out. Let me let it play out because now the police is involved. They could turn this thing around any which way it's
Right.
going. They could turn it around to now, and they already know I'm a felon. They know I've been in. I'm
This
this
is the
thing.
thing.
So
This
I
is what
already
I'm
know
saying.
exactly.
This is what I'm talking about.
This is what I'm
with
saying.
T.I., come on.
Yes.
So here's
There
the
you
thing.
go.
If y'all feel like, give us a couple comments or your thoughts on what you think if T.I. was right or wrong in that situation. Hit us up on raisingkings@gmail.com,
Right.
or Raising Kings PC on Twitter,
Right.
or even on Instagram. Put a comment on one of these pictures, Raising Kings podcast on Instagram, and tell us what you think about this whole
Or do you
T.I.
think we just
situation.
talking? We just or
Nah,
am
I
I just
feel
or
like-
am I on the wrong route for even saying that he
feel
should
like
have
I'm
shut his mouth
I
when the police
have
came
a
around?
problem with that. Like, I'm gonna be outspoken, especially when I know I ain't wrong. Nigga, I'm in my crib, like I'm paying my bills, and you gonna come try to lock me up in my? No, I'm gonna
Yo.
keep on talking shit.
Look
So.
at that dude. Look what happened to that dude, that professor out in Boston. He lived in his house. He was in his house, and the police came and arrested him. That's the time when Obama was in office and whatnot. And they were saying the police went in the guy's house and arrested him and all that other stuff like that. Listen, these things happen. You know what I mean? They happen. You have some real idiot jokers out here, which is called police, that'll do all types of that crazy nonsense,
Yeah.
especially the brothers. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we just got to walk a different fine type of line to get around that situation. You know
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
all the police officers out there that's trying to really make a difference.
Right. Like the
And
one who took
For
up
real.
for that guy.
I got
in
law
their
enforcement in my family. I got,
communities.
you know,
Yeah. That's
police
in these
cops in my
communities,
family.
really trying to make a difference,
know?
really out there reaching the communities and not
Right.
just out here just using everybody as targets,
Right.
and trying to make your quotas.
Every
Shout
cop
out.
is not a bad cop.
Absolutely.
I love police officers. I'm
Absolutely.
not gonna lie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a couple
Absolutely.
sexy ones, especially for the Hollywood Police Department. I be looking at
Telling
them white
you.
boys like, hey,
Hi guys.
hey.
But yeah.
I'm like, yo, I got a flat tire, officer. Come over here.
Mr. Officer.
I mean,
Mr. Officer.
It just gotta be. I mean, it have to do better because we gonna get into like the whole racism thing is just like really out of control.
It's,
right
yeah,
now.
right now it's like really taking a turn. You
For
remember what
real.
they used to say when we were younger? History always repeats itself.
Oh,
That's it.
absolutely.
Man.
And you know
It's
what?
really
and-
repeating itself.
And you know
right
what
now.
else they say too? You
Man.
gotta know what's going on behind you to be able
Right.
to understand what's going on in front of you. You
Exactly.
gotta understand. You gotta understand your history. You gotta understand what went on behind us. You gotta understand that to know what's going on in front of us. You know.
Right.
Facebook Live. You are now like rocking with us right now. I'm gonna do a little live real quick. You're gonna see like the race. This is just one of our locations. Today we're just keeping it simple because we gotta go somewhere after this. So we just made it simple. So hey, Raising Kids Podcast. Hey, you see my living room? My living room is lit, isn't it? It's comfortable. It's everybody. Hey, it's the Raising Kids Podcast. We about to cut y'all real quick because now we gave y'all a little bit too much. Right. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, everybody.
We weren't even dressed.
Listen, I'm definitely not dressed. Do you see my hair? Oh my God, do you see it?
Yeah, just remember
hey,
that.
This is what it is.
These things gonna be out here. They're gonna remember this. They're gonna show these videos later.
I just came on live a little bit because I said, yo, these are some important topics that we needed to do, and y'all been requesting for it. So just a quick glimpse. That's it. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to Jigga, my cousin. Shout out to Trisha. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's a bunch of other people, but I'm not gonna name all y'all. But we out here, Raising Kings Podcast. Hit us up, all those handles, and let us know what y'all think about the T.I. situation. Let us know what y'all think about the consent form situation. All right?
Yeah,
definitely.
We out.
And again, we still on that same topic about being wrongfully accused. And the reason why I brought that up because this thing is like really near and dear. We got, we talked about the T.I. situation, right. But I had a friend of mine since we was like kids. I think it was like back 16, 17 years old. I was raised with him since I was like way younger than that, but his situation happened when he was about 16 or 17 years old. But he got wrongfully accused of rape. And he did 27 years. 27
right.
years.
You guys seen it all over. It's what's like trending on the news right now.
You can go to, if you go to New York, this happened actually in New York City. So you would have to go to New York City and look it up. His, I could actually say his name because I'm happy that he got.
It's there. It's local news.
It's local news. His name is Gregory Counts. His name is Gregory Counts. And, he did 27 years in jail. This woman accused him of rape. Him and another gentleman, actually. The other gentleman did like 12 years. He did 27 years and whatnot. I mean, that's his whole life. You know what I mean? So, and now he just recently, last week, got found not guilty. And he'd been exonerated. They come to find out the girl came out and said that she lied. She was on crack. And she said that, she was raped by him or whatever the case may be, which never happened. And I'm telling you, I knew this dude. We went to elementary school together. I'm talking about from like 4th grade on. And this dude was like the nicest dude ever. He would not hurt a fly besides, trying to protect me or fighting or something like that in the neighborhood. But, he was never that type of dude. But for him to do 27 years and for him to be exonerated for this rape, I think is the best thing ever. And I hope that they try to compensate him and try to give him some of his life back or for him to enjoy some of his time out here now. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a terrible thing to be wrongfully accused of rape. And we were talking about that Bill Cosby thing, not saying Bill Cosby is innocent, but, things do happen and people are accused of different things and sometimes the wrong people will go to jail, and these people, like we were talking about, that be out here doing all kind of crazy stuff, and they just be skating, like that. What's that dude that producer's name? That producer that's never gonna see a day in jail.
Harry Weinstein.
Harry Weinstein. Yeah, Weinstein. He probably ain't gonna see a day in jail, So, this is the things that I was talking about the last time. This man did all this time and now he's out. It's crazy. I'm just
glad that, he did get his just due. Now they need to pay that man about like $50 million.
Yeah, he should. They should give him $1 million for every day that he was in jail. For real.
I highly doubt that's gonna happen because they not.
Yeah,
but they don't do that to any of them.
If we push for it, it will happen.
No, there was some. There's a few dudes that I knew in New York that got wrongfully accused and did a lot of time. I knew this one dude he did like 18 years and they gave him like $3 million. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they will compensate you if you was wrongly accused of a crime and you did all that time. And the thing about it is, not only was he wrong, not only did he get convicted, I remember vividly when he was going to trial, he had an alibi. He had an alibi showing that he wasn't where they said he wasn't there. He had a alibi.
Yeah, but
and
they said it was a corrupt police officer.
Not it was
New
that
York,
too
back
in
in
New
that
York. Back in
time,
that
it
time,
was
it was they just
crazy.
railroaded him. He had an
Yeah.
alibi to say that he wasn't where they say he was, and he still got convicted. And I'm telling you, this man, 27 years of your life.
Yeah, that's
It's crazy.
nuts, man. That's like that
Crazy.
reminds me of a case that happened here. You remember with like the
Take a puff.
Lady Love. There was two dudes who got wrongfully accused, but thank God that they found out right away that it wasn't them. You know, there's a lot of violence going on right here in Miami, and it was like two teens that got killed. They went to Northwestern Senior High, and the police was just so horny for finding like the people who did it. They wrongfully arrested two men that didn't even do it. So his mother went on camera, was like, "Yo, my son have an alibi. He was home. They had to release them brothers, man.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
had to
It's
release
crazy.
They
them
don't be wanting to
brothers.
listen.
Crazy.
Yeah, they had to release them brothers, but it's crazy, man. Like the things that they do to us is just like it's just terrible.
Oh wait, I got the word. They were so voila.
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 Talking about
Right?
voila. What's that?
Hefe have to approve it
what
first.
Did I say?
Volet?
No, not
No.
voila. She said they were so
Voyeur.
voyeur. Ha! They were so voyeur.
Oh, Lady Love can't get it right.
I got it right now. Second time's the charm. You know it was a mistake the first time, so you know. Voyeur. They were so voyeur.
It was so voyeur. That's what you want to
so
say?
voyeur.
All right, that's what you want to go with. We're going to ride with
God
that.
day.
We're going to... Oh, you say God day too?
God day.
Yo, she really
Mes
trying to...
amis.
She's stepping her joint up right here.
Mes
Yeah, she all the way
What
up
the-
though, cause
Mes
I mean,
amis.
I used to be better with Creole, but
I got some bad words.
But that
you
is
know,
Creole. What are you talking about?
I'm
no, I,
not
said I
trying to-
used to be better with Creole myself.
be
I know
terrible.
Lady Love is good. I used to be better with Creole, but I like if I can't remember nothing no more.
I know all the bad words.
You couldn't remember
And
no
I
more.
just keep listening to the bad word. Oh, I can remember some bad words, okay? One starts with a B. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say
Bonon,
it. I'm not. No.
B. What B? Which one?
Bouzin.
Oh.
boozing.
What
Oh
are you
yeah.
talking about?
That ain't
Oh,
a
yeah,
bad
boozing.
word.
That is definitely a bad word.
Ain't no bad word. You got boozins out here all the time. You got to talk about these boozins. What you talking about?
Oh, why you
So,
acting like a boozing?
Miss-
That's
Mommy.
right. You call, yo, listen to me. I
God
call a
dang.
chicken a boozin in the milk. Look at that boozin.
Got it, TV.
Mama boozin. You know that. See, that's some heavy words
All
right
the
there.
bad
baby.
words.
That's some
Coco
heavy words.
Sanchi.
So let me ask you another question, ladies. Do y'all ladies play chess or y'all play checkers? Which one?
I play neither.
Listen.
Wait a minute.
I really-
Honestly,
minute.
listen, Hefe,
Wait a
I
minute
don't
now.
know how to play chess.
No, I'm talking.
I mean,
I'm talking about in life.
In life,
itself,
oh yeah,
man.
it's definitely chess. You know what I'm saying? You have to strategize, and you have to, you know, you
Do you
can't
play
you
checkers
can't
or
show.
chess?
Now I play chess because like you're gonna jump over everybody right away, and then you never know, you may have to fall back and need them same people that you just stepped over.
Well,
So
Sometimes sometimes it happens, but you
Yeah,
just gotta be
sometimes it
ready.
happens.
You just
Listen,
when sometimes you gotta fall
I
back when
play
you
it
fall.
in a sense of knowing your parts, knowing your places. No, we were just speaking about this. We were just speaking about this on last week about, you know, letting people know, you know, if you have somebody in your corner that you were introduced to and now it's like a big who can help your friend out and could benefit your friend and whatever it is that they're doing or what have you.
yeah.
And just giving him or them that peace, you know, so that they could put it on their chess table, so they can know how to maneuver and move and work with the situation or whatever. I always say, listen, if you got somebody in your life, you know somebody, you know my game plan, you know what I'm doing, you got somebody in your life that can really help me out, don't keep them from me.
Right.
Please don't keep them from me. Even if I don't want to use them, and I hate to say use them, but even if I don't want to do business with them at
Right.
this moment in time, let me know them, let me get their info, let them get my info or whatever. Let's interchange our information, and then I'll get back at them, or they can get back at me when the situation, you know, is better suited or what have you. But I'm not gonna keep that person from you or whatever. Know your pieces. I put everybody on the board as they come, and Now listen. Now you gotta be listen. You may have had a king, and he ain't supposed to be a king.
Nah,
But he's supposed to be a soldier. He's supposed to be a foot soldier. Okay.
He's supposed to be a pawn.
Exactly. He's supposed to be a pawn in the game.
Disposable.
Exactly.
Not even a pawn, a rook, nigga.
Well, so
No. A rook is a little higher than a pawn. You want
It
to be a
is?
pawn, yeah.
Pawn.
My bad. See, I don't know chess.
Yeah, you want to be a
I'm
pawn.
saying, you know.
The pawns, like I said, pawns
Oh
are
yeah,
disposable.
the pawns get knocked
They're
off
the-
the
they're the-
table.
yeah,
like
they're the first ones to go.
instantaneously,
The little
yeah.
ones that nobody
Absolutely.
is. So yeah, like, you know, like I play life in that essence.
But that's good though. But see, you playing a form of chess because you putting pieces together
Right.
that could benefit
Right.
other pieces that
Right.
can move forward.
Right.
But then you have other people who you might say that to, and you, like you said, they not really wanting to do that. I would say those people are playing checkers because they're not looking at the bigger picture.
Definitely
Right.
playing checkers.
You know what I'm saying? They playing checkers. So, but if you looking at the bigger picture and you trying to expand your mind and expand your how
Your
could I say?
life.
Yeah, your life.
Your life.
You know,
expand your life, elevate.
Exactly. Elevate your situation and things like that. You have to. You just can't be closed minded.
I've never been stagnant. I've never been stagnant.
right.
I don't even decorate my room. Like, I've never decorated my room because I never see this as a place that I'm going to be at forever. Like, when I get to the place where I want to be at, that shit going to be decked out, y'all. Y'all hear me?
Oh, okay.
It's going to be lit.
So,
okay?
so it's only temporary because
It's
it's only
everywhere that I'm at,
it's
and
always
it's
temporary.
been that way for the past. I'm not gonna say what I am for forever. For the past years, ever since I was little, I would never decorate anything, and it's a problem right now
Wow.
because like I don't decorate, I don't have anything, I don't do that.
Because you're not settled. You're not one to settle. You don't settle. That's a good thing.
I'm not where I'm at. I'm not where I know I am. The place
And
where I
you
see
know
in
you
my
can see
head,
it. You know where you want to be.
right?
And you can see it.
And I told this to my, somebody who's very close to me, and it just, I thought that they got it, but they don't get it. I guess I don't know. Whatever.
Not everybody's
But-
gonna
But they
get,
got it, but
you
they
know,
don't get it.
not- not
No, they never gonna get
everybody's
your
gonna
vision.
Listen,
What a hook at, Lady Love?
I need. Oh,
Let me get that.
I don't know. Hefe got it, holding it on pause.
Did I?
Is that
Okay.
mine?
I
No,
did.
that's yours.
No, that's mine.
You
So-
good? You wanna go ahead?
This
fuck.
is-
No, go ahead.
So yeah, like I see myself in so oh yo, I need double doors. I need that iron fence. I need
There you
that
go.
punch in code.
That's what's up.
I need that hit the star button.
That's what's up.
How
That's
may
what
I
I'm
help
talking
you
about.
before you even come through my gate, bro?
That's what I'm
Like
talking
and then
about.
ride up the hill. Like
Listen,
what I'm
nah,
talking
forget
about.
that.
Doors,
I need
like-
that. You're not welcome here.
That's what I'm talking
My
about.
gate is
all
gonna
of
be
that.
programmed. You're not welcome.
I
gotta
need
have-
all
you
that.
gotta be
I
able to
need-
see that
I need
vision.
all
You have to have that
I
vision.
See, I already have it.
Because once you have the vision, then you know how to work towards it. You know how to
All
get
I'm
to
be
it.
doing is walking around in my palace in some lingerie, all white, and some cute little heels with some little fluffy on the front.
No
part.
need. No need.
Nails
For the,
done, hair done,
What kind of lingerie?
everything.
no
done,
need for the
see-through.
lingerie.
Ooh.
No, you know
Not
that
kind of
no
lingerie?
need
Did you
for the
say see-through?
lingerie. It's
Did you
instant
say see-through?
access.
Ooh.
Listen,
No.
I might have
You
guests.
must have some. You gotta have some something.
No, it's gonna be
Nope.
lace
You
now.
kidding me?
It's gonna be like-
we're gonna switch the instant access to the instant lace. Like we're gonna do lace and sheer
Wow.
and meek and cashmere and
She said meek.
champagne and like all the gorgeous stuff that you want to do. Want to get cute? Let's get cute.
You wanna
Okay.
get cute?
Like, that's what, like I'm trying to say, like I want to be on those big old cell phones calling my bestie or whatever. Like, girl, where you at? What you doing?
Oh, you
she
mean
gonna
a
be in the
satellite
same.
phone.
She gonna be in the same way. She gonna be, all prissied up. Girl, I'm next door. I'm gonna get on a golf cart and come on over. That's what you do. Get on a golf cart and come on over. You need me to send Tom to come over and get you. Send Tom. I'm having tea, and tea, I mean champagne. So I'm just saying.
Listen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Like that's where I'm at, and I need that. I need that double stairwell. I need that in my life. I need to be at the top of the stairwell and talking Spanish to my man or something like that, like in that DJ Khaled video. You don't know how to come on midnight? And he gonna be like, you playing yourself. Y'all saw that video?
Nah.
Which video was this? She said he's playing himself.
I can't think about the name. It's so funny, but y'all need to see that video. All those DJ Khaled lovers out there, y'all know the video I'm talking about with the gorgeous Instagram hottie. Can't think about her name, but she's like drop dead, like gorgeous.
I don't
but
really be paying attention.
as soon as I get it, I give it to y'all. But
Yeah, I don't be really listening.
come on.
Listen,
you know what? You know what sold me?
If you ain't about my
Assad.
team,
Assad sold me.
I understand.
You
but
know
no.
he can swim
really-
right now.
you know what?
I'm a size
Of
follower.
course, there's a lot.
I
of
love
Oh
him.
yeah, you
Listen,
watch.
I watched his
That's
first
why
steps.
he's gonna sell so many records.
I watched
he's
his
gonna
first
He's gonna
steps.
sell so many
I watched
records.
his first steps.
Yo, Khaled is so smart. I gotta get at to him, man. That man
Did y'all
is
see his
so
birthday
Listen,
party?
so smart.
Khaled reads a lot of books. You know what
When
I'm
I
saying?
seen him go buy that little boy that Rolex, I'm like, oh,
Yo,
man, this
oh, yeah,
dude
that
is
was
gonna
lit.
sell
Yeah, that was
so
lit. That was
many.
lit.
What did y'all say? What did y'all say when y'all seen it? Y'all was
My
like,
heart
oh my
melted.
god.
Listen,
my
my,
God,
my
my
thing
heart-
is,
I saved
like,
it.
the way
I saved
Khaled
it.
loves his son, I wish every man could love
Loves
his
their
child
child.
like that.
That's so
Oh
beautiful.
my god, he's oh my god,
He
he
is
knows
in
what
La
he's
La
That's
doing,
Land.
boy.
Like
Love it.
he won with
He
me
knows what
as far as
he's
the way
doing,
he is
boy.
with his son. Like
He's
that's
dance
a,
with a side.
that's a
Dance with
love.
daddy.
Listen, that's a love that I know that no matter if he's no longer with his wife, that he's gonna always be there for his son.
Come on.
And not every man can say that. A lot of men switch up
Yeah,
and
but then
change.
you know
ain't
what?
crazy.
But then
She
you
ain't
have
going to
sometimes.
what
But
she was
then
with him
you
for
so.
so many years.
But
Yeah, the
the
mother
thing about
give them
it,
issues. Sometimes the mother give it kickback and be like, "Oh, I have to think about it if you want to see my kid." And them and them hoes is lame.
But that's how. But see, sometimes the woman be like, "Yo, I know if I never could hurt him, but I know I could hurt him. I could hurt him through his kid."
No, but this is he married in his own culture, so I don't think that'll happen. He knows who she is, and she knows who he is.
do we need another charcoal on this hookah?
Possibly.
Because it seems like it's dying out.
Possibly.
Possibly.
No, that's
We're gonna
guaranteed.
use one
We
of
need
your
another.
what's the names. Hold on. We're
We
gonna
definitely,
use one of your
we
what's the
definitely
names.
got it. We're gonna put
Yeah,
this down
it's
right here.
dying out a little bit. Sorry, guys, we have to change the hookah.
But we're not gonna have no dead air. We're gonna keep talking. We're gonna keep talking to you while we're doing this.
We definitely gonna keep talking. But yeah, I mean, I love the fact that Khaled is like taking care of his kid and he's just all for it. Like I feel like everybody should be like that, you know. Everybody definitely should be like that. But you know,
Can you see I'm a little fire burning?
Yeah, I can see that. I'll be like, damn.
Is
you
it
know
on?
about the,
Like
what you say?
Yeah,
Suck
she-
it,
she-
suck it,
yeah,
suck
she
it,
like
suck
to
it, suck
just-
it, suck it.
Suck it,
yeah,
suck it, suck it, suck it.
suck it. There you
Say
go.
hookah.
Don't choke on it. Don't choke
Yo,
on it.
it burnt my chest, bro.
Yeah, because you got that raw
Damn.
fire coming down there because that thing was heating up. It's on now.
I'm a little fire bunny. I don't know. I was
Yeah, I
always
see
not
that.
with
I mean,
the fire.
I'm
You
good.
like to play? You like playing with fire?
Always.
good with the
I have a
cigars,
scar right
but,
here from fire.
Get out of town. What's that from? Hold on for a second. Let me get up. Wait.
Yeah, the scar.
What's that? How'd you do that?
I put my hand on the stove because I was playing too
Bruh.
much when I was younger, and it actually caught. Like it really caught.
What you mean? It got stuck?
Yeah, like it got stuck in.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bigger, of course, but yeah, it like took over this whole arm.
You
and
can't
then-
be serious. That looked like that was something serious.
It was major. My grandma had to pull off the skin.
Oh my day.
Damn. Oh yeah, she had to put like the aloe skin on it, right?
Yeah, and wrap it.
But it looked good though. It don't look bad.
Listen, I've had like I told y'all the story about my back.
No. No, you did. You did say
I
you
did, right?
when you got your hair was something with your hair.
yeah, but nothing happened with my back. But with this, yeah. So,
But what you mean nothing happened with your back? What they do to fix that?
I told you my grandma wrapped me, went out there to her aloe tree, put her aloe on me, and sat
yeah,
me in
that-
front of the fan.
Oh snap.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She
Wow.
sat me in front of the fan. I did not go to the doctor at all because then they would take her to jail.
Yeah, she would have went to jail. She would have
Well,
went to jail.
really, back then, nah, I don't think so. Back
No,
then,
they would've took her to jail.
It's different now.
No, she would
They
have
would've-
went to jail.
They would have took her to jail.
She would
baby.
have went to jail.
Definitely, because it was my grandma. Listen, everybody remember
She
y'all
went to
grandma
jail.
house? I know everybody remember their grandma house. If it wasn't your grandma,
Yeah.
it was your titi. But everybody left their kids over to one house. And that's how we was. It was like 15 of us in my grandma's house. And my grandma
All
is-
girls?
Girls. It was like 3 boys. We don't have a lot of boys in our family.
Oh, okay.
3 boys, literally. Thank God for my aunt, because she's the one who had the 3 boys. Like,
Wow.
all
All
at
girls.
once. All girls.
All at once.
No, not all at once, but you know, she's the only person who had all of the boys. Like
Okay.
that's it. My mom had 5 girls, 1 boy, and that was it. And then I had my cousins, which is my grandma had 2 kids, so my mom and my aunt. So my mom had 5 girls, 1 boy, and my aunt had 3 boys, and there you have it.
Wow.
That was it. That was it.
Wow.
That was it. So we ruled the world.
Wow.
You know.
Yes.
We were
Sassy,
terrible.
you look
run the
like
world?
Sassy, you look like you really like it in hookah over there, boy.
That's
I'm
right.
trying, you know,
Get
Enjoy
in.
it. Enjoy it.
I'm a
Enjoy-
cigar woman.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
definitely.
me and you got that
Yes,
in
I got
common.
that.
You know, I'm
Yeah,
a
a little
cigar woman.
cigar.
I like the sweet cigars. There's a cigar
Absolutely.
that I've been trying. Like, it's like a champagne flavor. It's
What's-
good.
What's the name
You
of
know, I
it?
like champagne.
What's the name of the cigar?
Listen, Hefe, why are you trying to put me on the spot?
Put
I'm
it on
just
the.
saying,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
bring it.
know.
I'm a, like later after the episode. I'ma show you.
Anytime you smoke a cigar that you like, always keep the you know the band that's around it. Just keep that. That way you know exactly what you're talking about. You know.
No, but you know what? Like that, like the shop that I like, the little the cigar bar that I get it from. They know when I walk up in there, so they were like, okay, you want what you had last time.
Oh yeah.
So they
cool.
know me grab it. It's right next to Raw Sushi. Lady, like we gotta go up in there.
Raw Sushi.
We gotta
We
hit up
gotta
Raw
go up
Sushi and
there.
then hit up the cigar bar.
What is raw sushi? That's a sushi spot.
It's a sushi spot, yeah.
You eat sushi?
I
course, I
love
love
sushi.
Oh, you like to eat?
No, but listen,
She
Lady
eat
Love,
anything.
Lady Love is on another level. She eat that shit that's not
I
even
am
cooked.
not a square.
She eat that stuff that's not even cooked. Everything gotta be
What
cooked
cook-
on mine.
No. Well, it depends on what you eat. Like my steaks.
So she likes
if it's a
the,
steak, if it's a steak, then you got to eat a steak rare
tempura,
or medium.
tempura.
What's
Yeah,
it? What?
Which everything
Yeah,
has to be,
Tempura?
I could do
everything has to be
tempura.
cooked in
What's
a
tempura?
tempura. And the
Tempura is
sushi,
cooked.
It's cooked sushi, which
Yeah.
is fried sushi.
Right.
Tempura.
Yeah, tempura
Okay.
is all deep fried,
But you
dropped
like
in
yours
there.
raw.
Yeah, she can eat
Give it to
everything.
me.
Oh my
Nah,
god.
mine's got to be cooked. If I look at if they even bring me like the
Just give me the ball of rice. They could just scoop up the rice.
if they bring me something raw, I'm throwing up.
Just give it to
Oh
me.
my god.
Yeah, like I don't.
Give me that sticky rice.
You don't eat raw shrimp or nothing like that?
Nah, no.
She says nah. No, not even.
Octopus.
Okay, let me ask you. Do you eat it? Do you have you ever ate a ceviche?
Yeah,
Ceviche.
ceviche. Yeah,
Well,
because
that's raw.
to me, like some things, because ceviche to me is like conch salad.
It is.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
like, I
But
could do
like I
raw
can eat
conch.
ceviche, but I just can't
Yeah.
have no shrimp in it.
Nah, so listen, let me tell you something.
Like, I can eat
Allergic to
clam.
shrimp?
Octopus, like
I'm telling you,
the only raw thing. Yeah,
I'm
he
dying
can't
to hear
have
about eat
seafood.
shrimp.
He
You
can't
kidding
have
me?
seafood.
No, I can eat certain. It's just shrimp. It's just shrimp, crab
be-
legs, and crabs and all that stuff. I
Well,
can't
be
eat
careful
that.
around me because listen, I'm
Listen,
real
you
bad.
ain't gotta worry
with
about me.
Remembering with what people
Well-
don't eat because I eat everything, so I'm really
Well,
really
you
bad.
ain't gotta worry about
I'm
me.
good at that. I know. Like
You ain't gotta worry about me.
I'm always considerate of
with that.
people's time and like what they eat, what they're allergic to. That's me right there.
You ain't gotta worry about me.
Like
So
I can eat the
bad with it.
ceviche, I can eat the conch salad, but anything raw, don't put that shit. Unless you want to see throw up, don't put that in front of me.
Give me
You won't
all
even
that.
eat a
Give me
raw
some-
steak,
give
like a
me some-
medium well.
No, it have to. The medium well I'll do. Medium well I could do because medium well is like it's like
What about
So
eggs
you
over
trying to tell me?
easy?
So Sassy,
What about
so you
eggs
trying to
over
tell me?
easy?
So you trying to tell me a good, nice porterhouse Angus, nice thick steak? How would you eat that steak?
medium well.
God damn. How about you, babe?
Well
What
done.
you do?
I like
What?
well done.
Nah.
You eat your steak
Porterhouse,
well done?
porterhouse.
I
You
like well
can't. You can't have porterhouse well
But
done.
I like my steak cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like it cooked.
No.
I'm
You
sorry.
have to eat a steak. If you eating
I like
a
it well
good
done.
choice steak, like if you like at a Houston or Ruth and Chris, you have
Yeah,
to eat your
medium
steak.
well.
No, it must be medium rare.
Nah,
rare?
Hefe.
Absolutely.
Listen, I've had medium rare though. I ain't gonna kick. Listen, I've had
You
medium
have
rare.
to have your steak that way. You talking
Medium
about that's a
rare?
good piece of meat that you have
Listen,
to
they
eat.
say that's
You
what the
can taste
protein.
it.
Yeah,
You
the
have
protein.
to eat it
yeah.
that way.
I've
I
had
won't eat it
medium
rare. I've
The only-
had a
the-
rare steak before. It's not really my thing. It's
Oh,
not
no.
warm enough.
The only problem
I like mine's medium rare.
When I went to the Poconos, them heifers gave me a rare steak, and I damn near picked that shit up off the plate and slapped that bitch with it.
Ooh.
No. See, the thing is, I've had medium rare steaks before. The only thing that kind of sort of steered me from that, and I used to eat the eggs over easy and all that. Listen, I've had a
Yeah, I
life.
still do
Okay,
that.
I've had a.
She said I had a life.
I had a life. Okay.
You ever
I
ate?
did.
You ever ate salmon and eggs?
Of course.
Yeah,
She said some
like salmon.
no,
and
not
grits.
no, not salmon, not salmon cakes, salmon and
Yeah,
eggs.
salmon.
Listen,
Yeah,
I've
because
had
you mix
salmon
and
and
then
eggs. I've had salmon
eggs, but
croquettes.
you have to have the grits.
I've had
You
all
have to have
of
the grits
that.
with it.
So you had salmon, eggs, and grits and all that.
Yes. Are you kidding me? What? That was my grandma. What?
All right. Okay.
Listen,
Just
so
checking.
I've had that. I've had that life.
I
I've had that
still
life.
cook
But
that.
I saw a lot of bad things about eating raw foods and then dealing with
But
the
you eat-
being
but
in
you
the
eat-
food industry is a lot.
Yeah, but you eat raw sushi. You eat raw fish.
Oh yeah, listen, I don't care nothing about that. But I
you just
care
said-
and I don't care. But I've heard a lot of bad things though. I have.
okay.
And they try and steer you the wrong way. I heard a lot of bad things about what it does on the inside of you or whatever. But listen, this is a girl who eats honey buns. And they're the worst.
Who eat
okay?
honey buns?
Me.
Look at. I used to
Worst.
really. I stopped
Listen,
eating honey buns.
Honey buns harden in your stomach. They're the hardest of the rock, of like the hardest rock, and like to pass it through is like the worst. It's the worst thing you can do. And
Yeah, I
trust
haven't
me,
ate one of those in so long.
I bought a box of honey buns. You think I give a shit? Listen, this is what I'm trying to tell everybody. This is what I posted today. Live your life. You're gonna die anyway. So, right.
Yeah, but you want to live your life, but you don't want to speed
Live
up the
your life.
process.
Listen, I'm
Hefe,
not
you
speeding
remember
up the
that argument
process.
we had earlier? Like, I can't live my life. I have to be on like there's this fitness regiment.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
I'm lit.
Sassy,
sorta ready to
Sassy's
see
on that
what's
thing,
going on.
baby.
I don't know.
You know, when I start
Stumbling
slurring and
slurring
stumbling,
words.
I'm kind of sort of ready to see what's popping on the other side of the world. I don't know.
Like, where you
I'm
trying to
trying
go?
see what's popping on the other side of the world. I don't know when lights go out. I'm trying to see what's popping over there. I don't know.
When the lights go out?
I don't know.
Uh-uh.
I mean, only thing I can say is that only thing I'm happy about is that whatever it's gonna be for eternity. So at least I can be happy about that. You know, like, at least I don't have to
Listen,
wait to
man.
die.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Or I don't have to wait
I don't
to
think when that
do
time
anything.
comes. So let me ask you a question. Do you think? Okay, let me ask you this. This is for both you ladies. Do you think y'all gonna
Hefe is
come?
making love to his mic right
I
now.
am. I'm like,
You know, Hefe got that
I'm
suaveness
like
going on.
right inside of it. Like I'm like all the way
That is
deep.
crazy.
It's like
inside.
there. She's like,
Look at
stay
it.
right there. She's like, stay
Just
right
know,
there.
whoever
You're
touches this
there.
thing, just
You're
know,
right
be like, yo,
there.
Pepe be having his mouth all in that thing. He be like
yo.
deep inside
Let
of
me
it.
write my initials on mine.
But listen, do you think if y'all what do you think happens when you pass away? What do you think happens?
Well,
what do you think happens?
Hold on, somebody at my door. Y'all keep talking.
Got it. So, what I was taught, because I was brought up in a Christian home with my grandma, my nana,
Okay.
that as soon as you die, you're immediately in the presence of God. Like, immediately in the presence of God. You're immediately judged, basically, based upon your sins or what have you. Or if your name is in a book of everlasting life, or as in heaven or hell book or whatever, and immediately you're sent to where you're supposed to be going. So, basically, that's how it works. However, right?
Right.
Then it's this big confusion because they're like, oh, they're luring you to rest and you're supposed to rest or what have you. And then, I don't know, you're supposed to come back and fight this great fight that's supposed to be happening between heaven and hell, demons and angels, and all of that good stuff. So I have no idea what's going to really happen. What I'm hoping that's going to happen, as far as in with me, I don't know about anybody else, but as far as in with me, what I think and I hope that's going to happen is that I'm going to be like swooped into this life that I thought that I was always supposed to have. I hope and pray that God loves me that much so that he could finally give me everything that I always wanted for my everlasting life, which would be to sit pretty and to like walk around in those very sheer things that you always see those angels in those paintings, the very sheer things with your nipples out and stuff like that, and like your Kuda Mama shaved or a little bit or whatever, and you're just like floating, and my hair is like very like Brazilian, and I have like immaculate skin, and I float, and I have wings, and I'm just beautiful, and I can eat all that I want, and I don't think anything about this dreadful place called Earth. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to know anything about it at all. Nothing. And so yeah, I'm hoping that that's my heaven. I'm hoping that I could just live on a cloud and sleep and eat all day and be happy and not have to worry about anything and just have people like making me happy all day, and that I'm never ever sad. Ever. Like, I never want to be sad. I never want it to be a dull moment in heaven. Like, and I want to make it to heaven. I want that to be my heaven. Like, I want to be like awesome, like in heaven. I want to be like the baddest bitch in heaven. I'm just
Doing
saying.
what?
Doing nothing, floating around with my sheer, with my nipples out and my Kuda Mama showing and all of that. Yeah, I want to be a free agent. I want to be amazing in heaven. Okay,
that's a good thing.
that's
I
what
mean, there's
wanna be.
nothing wrong with that if that's what you like to do. You like to be an
you've seen the
exhibitionist.
paintings where they're just floating or whatever, and they have this one little sheer piece on, and it's probably not even on. It's like kind of sort of almost about to come off of them. They're basically naked with no shoes on, no clothes on, nothing, and they're just happy and they're floating.
So you want to be out floating with your angel
I wanna
wings
be a
on.
Greek
So you
goddess.
believe when you go up, you're gonna be floating with you're gonna be an angel floating around. That's what you.
I want to be a Greek sexy goddess.
All right. Do you believe that you may come back and
I
something
wanna
different?
come back.
I really
do you
do.
believe you're gonna be reincarnated?
No.
I believe in that.
You
I
believe
believe in
in
that
it. You believe in it.
reincarnation
You
because
can come back.
sometimes
I don't want to come back.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Sometimes
But
I
it's-
feel
that's your
like,
choice.
I don't wanna come
sometimes like I have flashback and visions of things that happened in the past, and I'd be like, well, how the fuck am I thinking about this? And like I was born in a certain year,
I do when I was
so
younger.
I do believe that you do come back.
I don't want to come back.
I do.
Guess what?
I do
'Cause
believe
I
you
feel
come
like
back.
you don't get it until the end. Like you don't get the lesson until the very end, and it's like, what? Why I couldn't know this upon birth? Like why you didn't tell me this so that I could get through my trial? Why I gotta keep coming back to learn the same lesson that I don't learn until I'm on the verge of death? No, I don't want to do that. Let me die and be over it, and go on to the next best thing. Bye.
Wow.
Yeah. I agree somewhat with that, but I do believe that
if
you
you've
come
been
back.
here before, what do you feel is your purpose now in life?
But
What
I
do you
don't
feel is
think
your purpose?
I don't.
Shh, Hefe, let her answer.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
What do you feel if you feel like you've been here before, once before? What is your purpose now? Because I feel like the only reason why you're back is because you didn't do it right the first time, or you didn't do it right several times before. You're constantly in this circle where you have to keep coming back until you get it right. But you're not gonna know that it's right until you're almost
I don't
dead.
feel like you necessarily don't get it right. I feel like the course that you was on, or like once you die, and it's like, okay, you get to relive.
So it's like a monopoly. It's like you have different choices. Like every time that you come back.
I don't feel like it's like you have a choice. I feel like, okay, all right, you was there for this purpose. All right, it ended. Now I'm gonna send you on a different purpose.
So what is your purpose now? How do you know?
We don't know.
That's my
I
whole
don't think
deal.
no one
I
knows
don't
what
think,
that purpose is.
I don't think we have access to our consciousness.
Yeah,
what
that's
if
what I'm saying.
what
No.
if
That's what
what
I'm
if
saying.
you've been
If
what if
you
you've
don't
already
tell-
been here already?
Listen,
What if this is
exactly,
not
yeah.
something new?
You're not telling me what I done wrong the first time, or what I was supposed to be accomplishing.
But here's
this
the thing:
life.
what if in that body, when you pass away and
Mm-hmm.
you go there, you did know what you didn't do right, and you did know what you were supposed to do if you didn't accomplish it. But now you reset, and now you have a different agenda. You have a different goal of what you're supposed
So
to.
every time you
you're
fail,
supposed to do.
every time you fail.
I mean, if you're looking at like God, like, right, God don't judge. Like, God don't say that you failed and you did this. You know what I'm saying? He forgives.
You're so
you know what I'm saying?
sweet.
He forgives. But no, but if I'm speaking correctly, in the Bible it says he forgives, right?
You're so sweet.
So if he forgives and he said, okay, I'm gonna send you down here for this mission. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
But
I
then
don't,
when you're born and you're
you're born
raised with all
again.
these different rules and sets
Yeah.
of thoughts or whatever, you completely forget everything that you were taught and what you were supposed to be here to do.
No, but I don't feel like we're taught though. I feel like we're put on this earth to really like I feel like this. If with my journey of entertainment, like with the Raising Kings podcast, with my music, if I can inspire one person, I feel like I did
Sounded
my
like
due
grandma.
diligence in the
You know
world.
what? That's what it is. That's your purpose. That's my grandma's purpose. That was
Yeah.
her purpose.
It's-
That's what she
that's
said.
it. Like,
she said if she
if
could
what-
touch somebody along the way, then her job has been done.
Exactly.
Or
So
have
I
you.
feel like if my message hit one person, then I did my job because it touched somebody and it changed where a person's perspective was, or they probably was in a slump, or they probably didn't want to live anymore, and they probably had kids, and they probably like, I'm about to off myself right now. And if I felt like I could have,
help them out of that
yeah,
situation.
if I could have, inspired them to say, you know what, that's not the way to go. You can still accomplish this. You can still do that. I don't feel like I failed. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hit 5,000 people, but I hit that one person, and maybe that one person meant more than the other 5,000, the other
Right, like how Jesus went back to that one
4,999
sheep.
people. Exactly. Like Jesus forgets. Jesus like died on the cross for our sins. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if we have to reset every time and reach out to another person or another set of people 1,000 times, and that's it. That's just how I feel,
That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. I don't know. I do not know. You know what I used to say when I was younger and I was still in school? People would be like, "Oh, so what would you do? if you died or whatever, or they
Nobody knows though.
Exactly, they used to ask crazy questions like, "Oh, how do you think you'll be if you die?" or something. I don't know.
I can't answer that question.
Yeah, I used to be like, I don't know. I've never died before.
Anybody want the hookah? Because I feel like I'm hogging it.
Come on over.
No, you're doing your thing.
So I was like, I don't know, but I will always say I don't know.
Hefe, we lighting up cigars tonight?
I've never died. I've never died
I think
before.
I only have one cigar.
Yeah,
What's
well, no,
on
I have some.
Oh, you have some?
Yeah, I have some.
Okay.
I have some. That's what
I
I'm
always
saying.
tell people I don't know because I've never died before.
You
And
never
that's
died
just
before.
how
Yeah, I
feel.
never died
I've
before.
never died
I mean,
before.
we don't
They're
know
like,
if we died
because you know
before.
they ask these crazy questions about, oh, what do you mean you believe in Jesus? What if when you die and Jesus isn't there? I said, I don't know because I've never died before. Do you? Do you know he's not going to be there?
Yeah.
Okay, asshole. Shut the fuck up. Like, that's how it was. When I was in school, I was I still am a bitch, but I'm just saying.
Shout out to Philly King of Systems, shutting down a whole town of Philly, tearing up all this real estate out there. If you need to, buy,
All
flip, sell a
right.
house. Shout out to my homeboy James McKnight Property Investments.
All right.
saying?
Shout
That's what's up.
out.
That's
Philly
what's
in the
up.
building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
How's the weather?
Yeah, how's the weather for
Nigga,
real?
he cold. He cold. You
Is it
cold,
crappy?
huh? You cold, bruh. You cold.
Well, just to rub it in, we had a beautiful day today.
Yeah, it
Very
actually
beautiful
didn't rain.
day.
I
Just
could
to rub it
have went
Very
to Cuba
hot.
today. I canceled the whole trip because I felt
Yeah,
like
but
it
did
was,
you see what
it's been
happened in
raining
Cuba today, though?
What
What happened in
happened?
Cuba today?
What was the plane that crashed in Cuba today,
What?
man? Yeah.
What
Taking off
plane?
in Havana, it was a state-ran airline. I think it was like 114 people on the plane
Dear
Wow.
that crashed in Cuba.
Did they all
That's
pass?
crazy.
A lot of people died.
Damn, son.
A lot of people died, but some people survived. But
Hey, baby.
A lot
I
of
just
people
always
died.
want to be.
Baby, no Cuba.
no Cuba.
No,
well,
no,
I mean,
maybe
it was
that's
it
go
was
to Barbados.
it was a state. It was like a state-run. The plane belonged to Cuba's government, basically.
Yeah,
so
well,
they
I
were
can
flying that plane.
imagine. I mean, no disrespect.
It wasn't
to the
no. It
Cubans.
wasn't no JetBlue or
Yeah,
no.
no disrespect to the Cubans, but I know a lot
American
of their stuff
Airlines.
is like really old over there.
Very old.
Like even their cars is like from the 1950s.
Yeah, and they had to use what they got.
Yeah.
Get whatever they needed.
Even when we went to Vegas, I promise you, I'm so sorry. Maybe I'm crazy like that. But even when we was passing over all of those freaking mountains or whatever it was, like
Oh,
the
you were
desert
scared?
or
You were
whatever,
scared?
I was literally trying to remember the last place I saw this little like pond of water because I knew like if we crashed and if God really loved me, I would survive. I would know to go east, west, south, north to get to that water.
Listen,
so
them
I can have
mountain lines
some water
gonna
so I
tear
can
me up because I
survive.
don't know east, west, north, south.
Listen,
No.
that's
What
why
you- what you
need.
you don't
Listen,
know east, north,
who,
west?
No.
who all when
She
they
says
take
no.
a flight needs a window seat? I need
I
a
do.
window seat. I need a window seat because
do.
I need to know what I last seen.
You
I
didn't
need-
see that
I
chick
need
that got
to know.
sucked out the
But-
window
I
on
need to
Southwest
know.
But
Airlines?
when you
You can
going
have that
down,
window
baby, when you
seat.
going down, you're going down. What difference is
No,
it?
I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention.
Okay,
the
you can
whole
pay
way.
attention if you want
I'm
to.
paying
All the way
attention
down? All the way down?
The
Nope.
way
Close
down.
that
All
shit.
right.
All the
And
way
Yo,
down.
did y'all see what
mine.
happened? Did y'all see that other thing that happened with that lady? That lady that was taking a flight. I think she was in Atlanta and she was taking a flight to Vegas, and she was late for her flight and she missed her flight. And the flight, not the flight attendant, I guess the person who's working that flight told her that, listen, you can't make the flight. The flight is already gone.
Mm-hmm.
And she just ran past the lady onto the jet bridge and just jumped on the plane anyway, and then sat in the chair and then sat herself down in any chair and put her seatbelt on.
No, that's
And then she put herself on Facebook.
That's crazy.
She
Now,
put
she's
herself
an
on
idiot.
Facebook, and she was saying, "Oh, you ain't gonna get me off this plane." This chick was so ghetto. It
But,
wasn't even funny.
but here's my thing though. She
And that-
made it
and
on the
that's-
plane though, right?
She made it on the plane
So what was the problem?
because of the simple fact that they told her the plane.
Yeah, they told her that it was taken off.
the
and all
plane,
that stuff.
yeah, the plane was taken off, and she couldn't go through. You do any kind of people don't even understand in the
The
airport.
danger.
Not only danger in the airport, your rights is not like when you out.
Yeah, like a
Outside of the
pedestrian
airport,
or something.
they could just in the airport. They could just come and take your cell phone and search your stuff and go through your stuff in the airport.
Yeah.
Airport is completely different. You
Oh, yeah,
can't
it's
play
different.
around
They
inside
have
the
their own
airport.
laws in the
Government.
airport, yeah.
You mess around the airport, you going to jail.
I mean, the government it's the government. It's the government. These are government.
Man, this
workers.
lady went
This
on
is government.
Facebook Live talking all kind of nonsense, and the police was like, "Listen, ma'am." They try to be nice to her. It's like, "Listen, ma'am, Could you just come outside and come talk to us? It was so bad that they made everybody else on the plane get off the plane.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because of her.
Yeah.
And they all was cursing her.
That's how I would've been
So
mad.
she was a black
Listen,
woman.
while I was
was.
walking off that plane, I would have domed her right in the back of her
She
head.
was. And they would just, she was like, yeah, F y'all. Y'all all can go.
Yeah.
She said, nah, I don't curse. And every other word out her mouth was motherfucker.
Nah, she
Listen.
crazy.
And she's like, I'm orthodox.
Listen, I just had somebody almost curse me out, and she had to pause. Right, it was hilarious because she got mad at me for no reason, and she was like, "You know what? I don't even curse because I just been saved by the Lord. I'm trying to turn my life over." I said, "All right, girl, okay, all right." And I hope Jesus help you too. You believe in Jesus or who? Who is it? Because I don't know what demon running you right now, but like it ain't Jesus. So like,
Wow.
these people be killing me with I've changed my life, and
Wow.
if it wasn't for God who saved me, you still that same demon, you still got them same problems.
The
You still
same
a mother-
problems,
you-
I'm telling you.
You still a real motherfucker.
Yo, there's something else too we need to talk about. Boy, y'all probably didn't hear about it because it happened in New York, but I thought this was like the most hurtfulest thing that happened today for me that like shook me to my core, man. This lady in New York City stayed at this hotel. She was on the 29th floor. She jumped and she took her child with her and jumped off, and she killed her and that baby.
And for what reason?
Who the hell goddamn knows? But why would you want to why would you do it to the baby
Yeah,
though?
to the baby.
All right, you could go ahead and kill yourself, but why take the baby up down there with you?
Crazy.
I mean, come on.
That's nuts.
God damn,
That's
man.
crazy.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
29 floors and she jumped?
That's a horrible death, you know.
So do you believe what they say? Where they be like, when you jump that high, like you did by the 19th, by the 20th.
They say like
you did. You already did. You already did. Like you already gone.
Well,
you think that they live
when
all
them
the way
people
to
was
the bottom?
jumping, when
They
them
said the
people,
pressure from the air.
when them
up there
people was
gets-
jumping from the
For the Twin
World
Towers,
Trade, the Trade Center, and they were still moving all the way coming down.
Yeah, but your body's still
I
going
mean,
move,
what if
though.
that was wind?
Not really. I mean, when you out, you out. I've seen people out and get thrown, and you don't got no control of your body. But people like going like this, coming down like that, or some people just holding their face like that.
Oh yeah,
going down. I
Yeah,
mean,
I agree.
You know,
I hear what
they
you're saying,
awoke.
though.
But
That's
they
terrible.
were hitting the ground.
Listen, I ain't gonna kill myself like that. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not
Listen,
doing
let me tell you something.
If any of y'all, if y'all
Let me
know
tell
y'all
you
ladies,
something.
any of
If
y'all
you
find out
ever
they
see,
said,
if
"Oh,
you
he
have
killed
ever
himself,"
heard a case
call the
that,
cops.
if you ever heard a case that, oh, she killed yourself, just know that my baby daddy killed me.
Okay,
Because
well,
I ain't
You
killing
ever heard,
myself.
oh, there was a suicide. This
Just
happened.
know
he
that
killed
I would
himself.
never
Those
kill
memes.
myself.
But wait, y'all seen those memes
Some
on
goddamn lie.
on IG and on Facebook? They be like, I don't care how hard life get, I ain't never doing this.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
care
nah,
how hard
I
life
would
get,
never.
I ain't never
Yeah,
doing
I'm
it.
not
Well, I
hurting
tell you one
myself for
thing.
nobody.
I would never do that to my
Life
child.
get, I would never take
Yeah.
my child with
I would
me.
never
This
do-
is my life and my
Nah,
life alone.
point blank prayer, I would never do that to my
Right.
child. Like for my
My
child
life
to
and my
grow up
life alone.
knowing that his mother killed herself,
Yo,
I would never do that.
This child is completely innocent.
Yeah.
This child didn't ask to come in this world.
Yo, I ain't tell
You
y'all
didn't
the
even
story.
give the child an opportunity.
Yeah.
I ain't tell y'all the story.
What story?
Did I tell y'all the story?
No, you
What's
didn't.
that?
What's the
Oh
story?
my god, I didn't tell y'all the story about the lady who lived next door to my mom.
No.
Okay, so all right, so I was home from college or whatever on a little intermission, whatever. I don't know what break it was, but it was
Right.
one of those breaks. I was home with my mom right there in I want to say North Miami Beach, right there. And a lady lived in a house right next to my mom. She had about 6 kids, and all of them had different baby daddies. And I guess this was like the last straw because every last one of them left her. And now her last baby daddy, she just had the baby or whatever, and he had up and left her or whatever. And I guess it was the last straw. So there was a huge ceiling fan in the living room. She waited for the kids to what she thought was sleep. She thought that they were sleeping, but they weren't asleep. She waited. She grabbed an extension cord. She hung herself from the ceiling fan. What happens? Of course, one of the kids is not asleep. They go in the living room, maybe to get something to drink or whatever, sees their mom hanging from the freaking ceiling fan.
That's effed up.
Comes immediately over to our house, beating, screaming, hollering, middle of the night, crying. And we're like, what happened? of course, I have a younger sister. She now resides in New York. And she was the one, Braveheart, I like to call her. She goes by the name of Black Fist, whatever, on Instagram. She's one of those sister soldiers.
Oh,
love her to death.
Well, she lives in Harlem?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay, so she's one of them.
She's one of those. And so, yeah. So she went over there. She had 911 on the phone or whatever. And she was like, come with me, lady love. Come with me over here. Da, da, da. I was like, I ain't going over there. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I don't want to listen.
You ain't want to go over there?
No.
You ain't go over there?
So she was like, all right, well, I'll go inside. Da, 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 da. She went inside to try and get all the kids or whatever. And so I'm on the phone with the dispatcher. And the dispatcher is like, so what's the status of the victim? And I said, I can see the victim from where I'm standing, which is on the street. Like on the street, like on the pavement in the parking lot or whatever, to see them where they parked at or whatever for the house. And I can see because they have a huge window, and I see the lady just there, like hanging from the ceiling fan.
Wow.
And she's like, is she responsible? I said, I have no idea.
How are you supposed to know if she's responsive?
I said, I'm outside. She was like, well, go and cut her down. She said, go take her down. Take her down. Take her down. Take her down. I was like,
but they really tell you to do that?
Yeah, they do.
Thought they
you want to know why?
For,
No, they want you to take her down because just in case she's still breathing, you can save her life. They're not there. It's going to take about 10 minutes or something like that for an officer to actually come to the scene or what have you. So to go and take her down, I told her politely, I'm not going in that house.
No.
I'm not taking nobody down. She gone. She gone.
Ooh.
Here come my sister.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
She gone. She gone. She wanted to go. Listen.
She gone. She gone.
She's gone. I'm not doing. I don't even want to go in that house. I feel like, listen, it's too many spirits going on. I don't want to go in that house. I'm trying to tell my sister not to go in that house.
You was telling her not to go.
I don't want to. Yeah. Well, of course, my sister went in there anyway. She went in there and she really tried to take the lady down. Did she take the lady down? I don't know. I almost passed out. I almost threw up. Like, because it's just the mere thought. I was like, I gotta go. I can't do this. I gotta go. I can't do this. I don't want to be around these spirits. I don't want any of them to latch on to me.
Here's the thing.
I have nothing to do with that shit.
For me, I'm in the medical field, so I am certified to do CPR. So technically, by law, I have to save someone's life.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm not.
You might go to jail. You don't do that.
Yeah, if I don't, I will.
It's not a might. You will.
Oh yeah,
you will go to jail. And all I know is I saw the little black lady and the little white man off of 20, whatever hours, 48 hours, come knocking on our door after that or whatever, and I just ran in the room. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't want to be on TV. I don't know anything. I don't know nothing.
You didn't see nothing. You ain't do nothing.
I don't know anything.
You ain't with none of that.
This is terrible. I don't want to be involved in that. I don't know any of that.
Wow.
No,
it's crazy.
I don't want any of that jumping off on me. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Wow. It's crazy. I'm telling you.
No, the spirit realm is very real.
It's very, very, very real.
That.
Very, very real.
It's not a joke.
Very real.
It's not a joke. I don't play around with it at all. Super real. So, no, I'll be very far. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, she wanted to go. She wanted to go. Let the guys come and get her. Okay. All right. And I'll let you guys do your job.
Go ahead. That's it. You done. That's it. Finish.
Send them in.
Wow.
Send in
That's
the
crazy.
reinforcements. I had nothing to do with it. They were like, cut her down. No, I'm not cutting her down. Why would you tell me to do something like that? I'm not doing that. I don't have a stomach, I don't think I could do that either, yo. Nose, none of that for that.
I don't think I could do that either.
First of all, I'm not the type of person that's going to kill themselves. I'm the type of person that kills people. I'm not the type of person that's going to kill myself.
We slam.
Did you just confess?
Yeah, I did.
To causing people bodily harm?
I definitely
on the podcast.
Wise. I definitely
if anybody try me, disrespect me, I'm a concealed weapons license holder.
Oh no!
So
I'm not saying that either.
Bang bang.
I'm not saying that either.
I'm pretty much like
I am.
I'm pretty much just.
I'm licensed.
Right in. I just want to cut the meat.
You like to be up close and personal.
Hell yeah! I just want to cut the meat. I want to have all the blood splatter over my face and just keep going and going.
And you see, and you know, Lady Love, and you could tell, Lady Love. You know, she's so nice and so soft and stuff. But you could just imagine when Lady Love, when she gets up, boy, you could just tell.
Did you see me how
You
I turn
too.
red?
You too, boy.
You
Oh.
see, I turn red because the thing is
Fire.
the stuff that I want to do when I get mad, I can't do. I be ready to flip everything in the room,
No.
but I
Ooh.
can't. So all that emotions
can.
just come out. It just come pouring out.
Listen, do
snot.
what the white people do and plead insanity.
Oh my God.
Now that don't work for us. You know that.
Yeah, that ain't gonna
That
work
don't
for
work
y'all.
for us.
That ain't gonna work for us for
That don't
real.
work.
Well,
for us,
guess
either.
what? I always said this, and this is the God honest truth. God knows me, Lord. You know my heart. You know how I am. If I ever end up behind bars, for whatever reason, because I've never been in jail. I've never even really been to the principal's office. So if I ever end up behind jail, like in jail, like behind bars,
Right.
just know that I will be smiling every day of my life because I know that that person is no longer living.
Oh my God.
And I have joy in my heart for that very reason. That motherfucker is dead and I'm happy. I'll be here. No problem. Whatever. They're not. So, yeah.
Wow. That's
This
serious.
is psycho elevated. Don't fuck with it.
To the fifth power.
Don't play with it.
Wow. To the fifth power. Wow, my God.
Definitely.
Lord have mercy.
No joke. Not even playing. But yeah, psycho for real.
Wow.
Definitely. Hefe, what we talking about next?
Well, what we're going to talk about next, what I really wanted to talk about, I may be jumping off of something else. When is a good time for your kids? What age do you think is a good time for them to be handling money?
To handle money?
Yes.
You know what? Like that's a good question
Yes.
because at the same time with my son going on this trip, I didn't really trust him with money. What
Really?
I was gonna do is I do have a separate prepaid debit card. Like if I need to do anything online, I normally will load the money up on it and then do it because I've had multiple instances where people got into my account. So what I was gonna do was just give him a prepaid debit card. Like
Really?
if you lose a card, bruh, that's all good. I could still get my money back. But like
Really?
I don't know. I feel like 13, 14 would be good to like start giving them money. Like I said, like I trust my son more with a debit card. I got a prepaid debit card just like solely to like do things online because I've had multiple instances where people got into my account. Wells Fargo owe me some money right now. Wells Fargo owe me about like 3 stacks.
I was just looking into
Wow. How that happen?
what's the bank.
Listen, I feel like that was like straight up like from the bank because I still didn't get my money back, and this was like from like 2014.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was just like a bunch of issues, so I just like gave up on it. Lighter. The hookah has died.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
There
Okay,
you-
yeah. Move your
there-
hand. Move your
there you
hand.
go.
Move your hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So
No, I mean, I wouldn't give her no prepaid card either. But I gave her a little bit of money. I gave her like
Fucking shit.
give her like $30, $20.
nah, but if they're going to Orlando, Hefe, $30 is like a t-shirt.
Yeah, but she had a good time with that money I gave her.
Yeah?
She was like, "Oh, I had a good time." I said, "So how did your money?" Oh, I bought this, I bought that. I loved it.
That's what's up.
So she
That's
had
what's
fun
up.
with that
So
money.
you gave
Yeah.
her $30?
Yeah, because I was like, damn, should I give her like $50? I was like, nah,
I
don't wanna
demanded
give
my
her
mom
that
to give me 100.
Yeah, because
At
I
what
was-
age?
I-
At
I
what
was-
age?
I was
At what
gonna-
age you give her
At
$100?
10. I was
No,
gonna
she
give.
ain't 10
I was
years
gonna
old.
give my. I
She
put.
ain't 10
I
years
had
old.
honestly. Listen, I put $200 on that card for my son, and I only told him it was $100 on there, and I was gonna keep watching it because every time you use it, I get the alert. So after he reached a certain point, I was gonna shut it down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I told him, listen, make sure you buy food, make sure you're well hydrated, and then if you see a souvenir or two, you could grab. But I was gonna cut him off at a certain point. But yeah, I feel like $100 is
Yeah,
good.
she bought. She even bought stuff for her sister. So she bought a few.
Oh, that- for
I was
$30?
afraid. I didn't want to give. I said, let me see how she's gonna do with
And
the
this
money.
was cash,
She
that's
bought.
why,
Yeah,
right?
she was cash, and she bought back a little bit of change. So
That's
I
what's
just want
up
to
though.
see.
You
I
know
wanted
what?
to see what she
The
was gonna do with the
chaperones
money.
helped her.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, she ain't say that. She would have told me that. They ain't nobody. She ain't
terrible.
She said she was bargain hunting. She's like she looked for stuff that was.
That's
She didn't want to
cute.
buy stuff that was too expensive
That's
and stuff
cute.
like
That
that.
was
So
very
she
good.
and I thought it was good that she said that because at least it shows that she was trying to not just buy anything.
Right,
She could
right.
be
And
my
I always keep telling
accountant
her,
because I definitely
Right.
need
maybe
help.
because I told her that I was like, let me see what you're gonna do with the
Man,
money.
I went out
But if I see
to-
she's more responsible, I'll give her a little more
Of
next
course.
time.
I
you
went
know?
to Universal. I took my son out there like last spring. I'm sorry, and we went to like all of the theme parks. This is before Volcano Bay opened up. Listen, we need to plan something like we could all take the kids out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe for like the summer.
Yeah, we could do it. I always do that every like summer. Take
Well,
them
I'm
to
a
like
summer baby, so
For
my mom
spring,
always
I
made her
took him
business
like
to
last
do
year. I
that.
took him to like I did the whole experience like with Universal, like pay for like the whole like all like 3 days and stuff like that. But a lanyard just to put around your neck was freaking $15. So I'm like, damn, what?
A what?
A lanyard.
What is that?
This shit,
You know?
the little thing
To hold your keys.
Yeah, like to hold your keys. Yeah.
Oh,
Or any trinket.
That was like $15. So I'm like, damn, what did she buy for 15?
Listen, a bottle of water was $5.
Yeah.
Or $6.
That's what I don't understand. Hefe getting tired, and we
Oh,
about we
heck
about
no,
to
he
hit the
didn't.
city.
He really
no, we not. Yo, I'm not getting tired. I'm just saying.
yawning.
I just made it.
We started a little late
You know what I'm
today.
saying? Yeah, we did start a little late, but we just doing what it do. We just having a conversation. We just
And we
talking
hope
right
that
now.
we're entertaining you guys.
Yeah,
I hope so, too.
Definitely. I went live a few times. I didn't tell you guys. I just surprised. I went live on
I
Raising
hope
Kings.
that looked good.
Raising Kings. Yeah. I got you from a good angle. Listen, I was looking
I
all
hope
tore
so
up, but
too.
I
I
don't
hope
care.
you got me because I don't look good on camera.
You do look good on camera. What you talking about? The girls was like, "Hey, tell Hefe, hey."
Oh, oh,
They was
snap.
like, tell Hefe if he want a son, they
No.
ready to provide. They ready there. It's ready.
Ain't that
Eggs is
something?
waiting.
Ain't that something?
Hefe's married, guys. Remember,
I know.
tried to
I
get
know.
y'all all
I
the info.
apologize. Yes, Hefe is a
In the
married man.
beginning, when he came, I tried to get you guys all the info because it was some questions about that. And so
There was some questions.
I tried to pull it out of him in the beginning. And
Oh,
Yes, she
before we
pulled it out
forget,
of
we
me.
have to announce our winner of the Brazilian wax and massage.
Absolutely.
Probably it's me.
It was
Listen.
2 times. We went through 2 shows and we didn't announce
Yeah.
who is the winner. You
She
know
had
what
a
I mean?
good time. She emailed back and said she had a great time. She loved
Yeah.
it,
We got it. We
and
sent
her, and
the-
her mans loved it.
We sent her to the Red Door. She had a good time at the Red Door.
Very
She said it
good.
was excellent.
So
We gotta get more people to participate and really get ahead and listen and drop their little infos and they comments and
Yeah.
let's see how we can get you plugged in too.
shout
Yeah, we want to
out-
give you guys things. We have giveaways.
So shout out to Stephanie. All right. So she won the Brazilian and she won the massage and she enjoyed it. So
Did she say
that's what's up.
Did she say how she liked that Brazilian?
She said her man liked it. So
That's all that matters.
that's all that
It's always
matters.
for the man.
You know what I'm saying? But she
Always
did
for the man.
she did say that she's gonna go ahead and keep up with the Brazilian.
Definitely 3 weeks. I
She
recommend
got
3
the
weeks.
Brazilian. She liked the
Every 3
Brazilian.
weeks.
So that's good.
4
Okay.
if it was
Yeah.
your first time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into all that.
Listen,
Too
I'm
much
going
info.
Yeah,
I'm going
TMI.
tomorrow for my double check. Okay.
Well,
so, you gotta
okay.
go-
Since you
like,
said it,
gotta go
I
every
got
3
mine.
weeks,
I got
you know?
mine like right before my birthday.
Your
but
maintenance.
but Bay was mad. So
Yo, what?
Bay was mad.
maintenance.
What was he mad about?
He was just mad. You know why he was mad. We're not gonna put that on the show, but you know exactly why he was mad.
Right.
Oh,
Back into the maintenance.
Okay.
So
We'll
right,
leave that
because we ain't
alone.
gonna blow nobody.
Nah, we ain't gonna.
No.
All right, we'll leave that
So-
alone. We'll leave that right
All
where
I'm
it's
gonna
at.
Every
say,
3
all
weeks-
I'm gonna say is, I'm sorry.
Every 3 weeks for your
Please don't be
Brazilian.
mad at me. I
Okay.
miss you.
Right. Every 3 weeks for your Brazilian, your maintenance, because I always say you got to stay ready. Even if you don't have a man.
Yeah, you always
ladies,
gotta be ready.
listen, I always say this. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows by now I'm married, whatever. But I'm definitely married.
She said whatever, Hefe.
Whatever. But I'm married, and I say whatever. The whatever aspect is because I would be doing this even if I wasn't married.
Oh, okay.
I feel like especially single chicks should do this. Like, especially just because, I just feel like it gives you that sense of empowerment. Like, like I know what I got. Like, I know what I'm gonna bring to the table. Like, I know if we get anywhere alone, it's on and popping, and you gonna definitely love it. So it's like,
Oh my god.
you ain't gotta worry about nothing. Now, what are you doing? What have you been doing? Are you sleek down there? Like, are you sleek downstairs? Like, what's going on? Like,
Lady
I'm just
Love,
saying.
puff that hookah.
I'm just saying.
I think it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you ladies must keep your things nice and groomed, very pretty.
Absolutely.
I think that's a very excellent thing.
I love it.
It's a must. It's a must. You ladies who's not, y'all better get on the program immediately.
Even if you're not,
and
if
get to that
you're
thing.
not, even sexually active, I'll say this for all the people that are not even sexually active, all of them that are not sexually, do it for yourself. Like, just do it for yourself.
Oh yeah, it
as
feels
your
much
hygiene.
better.
Why would you not
feels
want to
better.
be?
For your hygiene.
Why would you not want to be sexually active though?
I mean,
Well,
there are
some people don't have
who are on a hiatus.
Yeah, and then some people really don't have like we really take it for granted. Like some people really just get dissed all day long.
What you talking about? You mean women get this?
Yeah,
Or men
Yes.
too.
How does women?
I
get
have
this?
a friend that don't get no play, and I feel sorry for her. I feel like giving her one of my dudes.
What do you mean? Like, so what's her problem?
I mean,
Have you seen the show? What's the name of the show with the black girl?
what
Black
show?
girl.
Oh, it was on HBO. She's super funny. Black girl with the what's
Oh, you
her
mean
name?
Issa?
Insecure.
Yeah, Insecure. But she get played though.
Yeah, she get played, but she is definitely insecure.
I never.
Yeah,
seen
but
it.
that's the whole
I
point of the
never
show.
seen it.
Listen,
I heard
yo,
it's like really good. I never
yeah,
seen
it's really amazing. I love that show.
Really?
Issa, put me in an episode. No, but no,
Super cute.
it's an amazing show, and I do like that's one of my favorite shows.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, you
I've
should
heard
watch
about.
it. You binge
I've heard
watch
about it. Matter of fact,
really funny.
I think it's coming out. I think
Yeah,
August.
it's coming back. No,
The new-
July.
Oh, is it July?
Because
Oh, okay.
It's really
it all
funny.
ties into like Power. It normally comes back
oh,
around
oh,
the same
Power.
time.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it normally
But isn't Power back on already?
No, July.
Oh, July.
Power
And-
and Ballers and stuff like that.
And is winter coming? What's the name of
Oh,
that thing? You know, I love
get
that.
it twisted.
What?
Game
I
of
love
Thrones.
Oh, yeah, Game of. Oh, wait a second.
Winter
Wait.
is
Slow that.
It's all
Slow.
Ju-
Whoa,
that's
whoa,
all
whoa, 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 whoa.
July.
Winter is coming.
Slow it down. Slow it down. Did y'all ladies say y'all fans of Game of Thrones?
What?
Excuse me?
I love Game of Thrones.
Excuse me? Since it
You
first came
cannot
out.
be
I
serious.
love Game of Thrones.
Are you
That is my
serious?
show.
Are you serious?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
that is my show.
Are you serious?
So we're gonna
I'm
have
the
some
mother of
conversation.
dragons right now.
Wait a minute.
serious?
Wait a
the
minute.
mother
This
of
girl
dragons.
just said the mother of dragons.
Hold up, I know you're not
If
flexing
people,
over there trying to look all buff.
if people don't know, if people do not know about Game of Thrones,
Yeah, you better get hit.
they
to it.
are
I-
lost.
yeah,
Y'all better
I
catch
love
up.
Game of Thrones.
You can go out on demand and get your Game of
Yeah.
Thrones on
Or
and
Amazon
binge
Fire
watch.
Stick.
Entertaining.
I love Game of Thrones.
Yo,
Definitely
Game of Thrones is
entertaining.
the best
Yeah, it
show
is.
ever.
It is.
Ever.
Listen, no. I love you guys. But we got to talk about something about the kids now. So come on.
What we
kid
talking
time.
about? What we talking about?
We did talk about the kids with the consent forms and stuff.
We
We just
definitely
did.
did. You're right.
Yeah.
Did we just talk about? We just talking about giving give kids money. What y'all
Yeah,
talking about that?
yeah, this whole show is about kids, lady
Right.
love.
Yeah,
I,
we
just,
just
I mean,
talked
I don't
about
want
that.
you guys to get confused out there in radio land that we don't talk about the kids. I want you guys
No,
to know
our topics always stems into the kids.
we
did.
are talking about the kids.
Yeah, we
okay?
did.
Love
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. We discussed it. I mean, that was just a thing for me. I thought about giving kids money. Like, what
Yeah.
age do you think about giving money? I was
I
always
don't feel
stealing
like
money.
my son is
I started stealing
responsible
money
enough.
from an early age. I was always stealing money.
Really?
Yeah, I started stealing. From an early age.
No, from an early age, I always wanted money, so I always knew to save money. Whatever I seen, I
No, I
saved.
ain't save money.
I think I still do it until this day. Like I still hide money from myself.
Oh, really?
From myself.
How do you do that?
It's easy. Like I find something or I have something and I'll put it away. Like say for instance, I just noticed that I had some money in my savings account and I didn't know because only reason why I knew I was just like, let me just see because now my checking account is going a little low. So let me just see if I just so happened God spoke to me one day, who knows, and told me, hey bitch, you better put some money aside. And I just looked and it said, yeah, I have some money aside. So woohoo. Yay me. Even though it wasn't for that purpose, it's for like major purposes. But now that I know I have that money to the side, I might go to the mall tomorrow. Just
Go
because.
to the mall.
No,
Aren't you
lady
supposed to
love,
be-
don't
aren't
go
you
to the
supposed to be
mall.
saving that money?
Yeah, don't go to the mall.
Okay, so this is how it works. As long as I'm employed, there'll always be money.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is how it works.
But you can have a lot more money when you're saving it, though.
I did save it.
Do you like to look?
Guess how
do you
long
like?
I saved it?
Do you like to look at money?
Guess how long I saved it?
How long?
Maybe 30 days. I'm so happy.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh, okay.
No, my savings been kicking since January.
Oh, okay. So you've been saving since January. That's
And
good.
I was talking about the bank thing or whatever. I was actually looking into it today because I wanted to find another bank that would be really awesome for me to like put money aside. You know how they say, "Oh, don't have all your money in the same basket."
Yeah,
whatever.
put your money in another bank and don't get a debit card, so you don't
Well,
have direct
what you
access
should
to it.
do. I mean, you should get like a money market account.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Money
too.
market. I
Go
need
to,
that.
like- go
Is that
to,
like
like
an
a-
orange account? My mom was trying to tell
No,
me
not
about
an
it.
No,
orange
it's
account.
just
Like
every
you
bank
have.
has a money market account.
Well,
My money
well, you
market
can go
account
to,
is
like-
through
you can-
BB&T.
Yeah, you can. No, well, yeah, BB&T, but like I'm saying, like a trading account, like where you could put your money in, like
Like different
like
stocks.
like you like different stuff. Like you go like
Yeah.
Fidelity,
Yeah.
And they have like
But
different
that's
stocks
what-
so you can put money
all
in and
banks
you don't touch your
are
money.
allowed
But
to
I
do
have
that.
that through
Yeah,
You
when
end
you
up
go-
getting a broker, and then
Yeah.
they would tell you,
Tell you-
well, I feel like
Okay, so-
these stocks are
But I have
something
that
that I
through
feel
my
like
job.
you should invest in.
I have that through my job.
What's that, money market?
TD Bank. I mean, it's I have it through my job, and they set you up every year or whatever throughout the year, or whatever. You send your money to these places, you invest like
Right.
1%, and every year you could go.
Yeah.
You could choose to go up.
You
or
could
stay
do it
the
different
same.
things. You can be more aggressive, or you can be more passive. You can just put your money
But that's
in
all through my bank.
and
I
things like
do
that.
that through my. I do that through
Yeah,
my
but
job.
you could actually really sit down and say, "Listen, I want to put." You could start with like $500, or you can start with $100
Right.
and just invest.
Yeah.
You know,
I have.
and that's
three
one of the
banks.
ways. That's another one of the
But I
ways
want
of
to
just
get into
making.
investing. I definitely want to do that. I have some money that I would like to
Listen,
invest in.
nah.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you
But I'm not a
definitely do that.
gambler. This is my thing. I went to Vegas. We went to Vegas.
Yeah, and we
I
see
ain't-
how
listen,
how fast you could lose money.
I don't spend money. I went to Vegas and I did not gamble. Sorry. I saw all my
Listen,
friends.
I lost $10
did
in
you
like 30 seconds.
Exactly.
And that wasn't for me.
Listen, and that was enough for me. That was enough for me
That
to
was
see.
enough for you?
That was enough for me to see. So I didn't really. I go to Vegas and I do not spend money. I'm so sorry. I spend money on the same things that I spend money on while here in Miami, which is food.
Yeah,
So
that's
but you
that's
was
where
in
our
Vegas.
money
So what
went.
did you do? What did you do? You went to
I
the
spent
shows.
money on.
Yeah.
No, we ain't even go to no show.
No, we ain't go to the show. But we
So
went
what did
to
y'all
our-
do?
We went to we really was there for the iHeart Music Festival.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
y'all went for that. Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all went
It
to
was
that.
live. I had a lot of fun
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
you went to
did.
the. When did y'all do that? When did y'all go?
That was last September.
last
Oh,
September.
so just y'all two just went?
No. It was
a
our whole
family
little
fr-
squad.
It was a girl
Yeah.
weekend.
It was our squad, but
Oh,
that's not
okay.
our
How many?
squad
How many
anymore.
girls?
It was
Four.
5 of us.
Four,
No, it
yeah?
was 5.
Oh,
It was
Who was
you.
the fifth one?
y'all got any?
me,
Did y'all go down there and get any numbers?
It was 5.
It was 4.
Did y'all get any? Did y'all get any numbers?
Literally. Oh,
Me,
if
you,
we
and them two.
if we not even going to acknowledge
So
the
how
other
many of y'all got
person,
the most? Who got
No,
the
it
most
was
numbers?
me, you, and them too.
It was 3 others.
Which
Like,
one of y'all
Oh,
ladies?
shiznix.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Even
sorry.
though she don't matter.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm
well,
so
who
sorry.
got the most? Who got the most numbers?
We really ain't pick up no numbers.
I couldn't.
Come on,
We was
dude-
focused
dudes
on
are-
married.
Listen,
You married, but I'm
baby
saying
love.
you married. No, you married, but dudes still be trying to step to you. I'm
Well,
sure.
of course. But
Yeah,
But
but I really feel like that weekend it wasn't like popping like that. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
It was
It was
more
kinda-
like other like I don't know. And then we really wasn't acknowledging them like anybody else. We were just out there like girls vacation.
Y'all just doing
having
y'all
fun.
just doing y'all thing, having y'all fun.
Because I don't even remember looking at anybody that was attractive. Like as far as a man.
So you ain't even see like, ooh, that's nice.
Nah, I ain't even say, ooh, that was nice not one time.
Damn.
Yeah, I ain't even say it.
Man, it was whack. It was whack for real then.
No, it wasn't whack. We had an amazing time. It was just I feel like we were just more focused on us being out there for like the first time and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that was the first time you ever been out to Vegas.
Yeah, that was the first time that we went. We went to Vegas, and it was a good time. You know,
Oh, okay.
it was a good time at that point. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. You know, coming up,
Oh, okay.
it ain't. We with different crews now. We ain't with the same people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Y'all bust a move. Y'all bust a move. The circle.
yeah,
the
it's
circle. The circle done changed.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes the circle just needs to change for it to get more better development, to see outside the circle and to really progress forward. You know, sometimes you just have to do that. Sometimes, you know,
Agreed.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, everything ain't for everybody.
Right.
You know,
Right.
people tend to come in your life for a second and they gone. You know.
Yeah,
They
you
will,
know.
and that just goes to show they were never really meant to be in your life in the first
Right,
place.
and then you outgrow people sometimes or whatever.
That
like
too.
That, you know,
That too.
All I
That
know
too.
is like if you're not supporting my cause and supporting everything that I got on, then what you around for? You know.
Yo,
So-
listen to me. It's about progress, man. You got to be able to progress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, move forward, progress in some kind of way. It's all about forward momentum and moving forward. You know, and if that person is not really ready to move forward with you and really progress with you, I mean, what are they really there for?
Right. Right.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
So you know, that's all it is. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about a damn thing.
What are you really there for? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do what it do.
Right. Absolutely.
You know.
Well, you know.
Well, what's going on right now with this Donald Trump situation?
Yeah, that.
It's heating up. God damn it!
It
It's
is.
heating up.
Oh, some fool here in the yayo and then shot up his whole golf course.
Oh
He
yeah,
went out there
the
acting
Cuban
a
dude.
donkey.
Well, that's stupidity though.
Yeah,
What you
it
gonna
is.
go
It
do
is
that
stupid.
for?
He lucky he didn't get killed. But if he was our complexion, if he was the negras, he would have got.
He said the
Yeah,
negras.
the negras. He would have got slayed.
You know, but hey,
and
what
that
you
just
gonna do?
shows. That just shows, like, we're in a bad time. We're in a
It's
very
not.
bad
It's
time.
not just a bad. I don't think it's really a bad time. I think it's a good time to really learn. People have to
Yeah.
really learn because now people who you didn't suspect that had feelings the way they had feelings. It's time for you to see really what people are made of and
Right.
who's who. I mean, that's really where it's at, really, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of this is not good, but I think it's good in a lot of ways because it's going to show you a lot about different people,
Right.
and how people react and how people,
Yeah,
move forward and try to help the cause of people who are a detriment to the cause.
It's like the chick, like that white lady that called the police on them folks that was at like the park barbecuing, just having fun.
Hey, it's I've been seeing that on social media. So what did she actually try to do? What happened? She was just what did she do?
She just thought it was just too many niggas around. Her main complaint was that they were barbecuing in the area that didn't have a barbecue pit.
Okay.
So she just went to telling. So she went on a social media tour because she's on every meme snitching on people.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. She's on every meeting. So that's what it really stemmed from because she
Yeah.
went and she picked up. And I heard she
picked it
got
up
she got like a PhD. She's not stupid. She's like real smart.
It don't matter. Racism don't discriminate.
Yeah,
You know.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely, it really doesn't
And
matter.
then we got to go into the food in the restaurant. They got mad that the employees were like Spanish.
I mean, listen, they're coming out of the woodwork, but again, I think this is a very good time to expose a lot of different things, people with their true feelings. Listen, I'd rather you be a KKK dude right in front of me,
Right, than
or
behind
trying
my
to
back.
sneak around and try to act like you're not really with that KKK
I
nonsense.
agree.
You know
Just
what I'm saying?
expose yourself.
Be who you are.
So we can
You
square up
understand?
right now. Like, it's
There you
you
go.
against me now. You don't gotta hide. Like, let's
Exactly.
do this right now.
I remember when I was a kid, like not a kid, when I was in high school and I was in the electronics class and we had this teacher, never forget his name until this day. Name was Mr. Kerrigan, Irish dude. And
Oh Lord.
yeah, Irish dude and whatnot. And we used to have conversations with him. I used to ask him questions on purpose. He used to hate when I used to ask him questions because I knew he was like I knew he was a racist. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, well, Mr. He had a kid. He had a son and a daughter. And I used to be like, hey, Mr. Kerrigan, how's your daughter doing? What would you think if your daughter brought home a black dude? Oh no, he'd be like, oh no, that's not happening. I don't believe that.
Wow.
I mean, this is back in high school. This dude, I don't believe that. I believe the racists should stay separate and the racists should be this, the racists should be that. But look at it now.
Yeah.
Everybody's mixing and mingling. There's nothing you could do about it. Look at this royal wedding that everybody's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about tomorrow. Are you gonna watch that nonsense? You got time for that?
Hefe, I'm not getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning for no culture.
The question is, do you got time for that bullshit?
No.
Because I ain't got
don't.
time for that bullshit.
I'm gonna be in my bed at 6 a.m. I'm gonna wake up, clean up, go get my nails done. I'm gonna come back and get some recording done.
I mean, I don't understand why they making a big deal of this thing. Oh, she about to get married. But
I'm not from Britain. What my focus on right now is like my father's from my father's side of the family is from Guyana. Right now, there's an oil mine that was just found in Guyana.
Oil mine?
In the next 2 years,
What kind of oil mine?
I gotta talk to you about that too off air, Hefe.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of guap right now in Guyana. In the next 2 years, they calling Guyana right now the Little Dubai.
What?
Nigga, we found oil. Like America just paid Guyana $800 million for a 1-year contract over there to mine oil. Not to mention, Guyana has gold. Guyana has some of the purest, richest gold in the world.
So how can we get down?
What you mean? We gotta fly out there.
What?
I gotta talk to you about that because in July I'm trying to book a flight out there.
Really?
Like, it's so much opportunity, Hefe.
Really?
My uncle has a lot of property over there, but those men are so old school that they don't know what they're really doing. So I'm trying to go over there and
Really?
confiscate some of his land so we
He
can really
said-
do.
he said-
Yo,
he said
Hefe.
confiscate.
Yeah,
For
because you
real?
don't know what you're doing. So let me get that, Unc. Let me get that off you. Like, you are into like land and development.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that mine. I'm gonna need that mine.
wow.
So we could go over there. We could build a couple villas. We could build a little
Wow.
hotel over there. And listen, the contractors are there, Hefe, right now. Everybody is trying to get a piece of that oil. So
Get out of
if we
town.
could put some property up over there in GT, my nigga, we
Let me
making
tell you something.
bread.
I gotta
Like,
look that up and see what
Bruh.
you told me. They found oil down there.
I'm telling you,
That's
telling
why
you, my brother.
it's-
I'm telling you, they found
not
oil.
letting the people
Oh my
leave.
God.
I'm telling you, they
They're
found
not-
oil.
It's no food.
What do you mean?
Basically, it's like, what's the name over there? It's like they turn it into like Africa.
No.
Listen,
No, it's
I'm-
different. No, this
I'm
we
gonna
talking about
find-
Guyana. We talking about
I'm
the
gonna
oil.
find it.
No, we're not talking
find
about we're not talking about French Guiana. We talking about Guyana in South America, right under Venezuela,
Okay.
right next to
So,
Barbados.
and you know Venezuela. Venezuela got a whole bunch of oil in Venezuela.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying.
So-
they just
so-
found
so
out. They
Guyana-
just. I'm telling you,
so
America
Guyana
just
gotta
paid
have
out
some
a
goddamn-
$800 million contract to Guyana for their contracts is be over there mining oil.
Wow.
Guyana don't even have that many people.
Wow.
So imagine $800 million in for 1 year. I'm telling you, bro, we could go over there and we could make a killing. I'm not even worrying about America right now. I'm worrying about getting my behind over there
I'm with you.
and setting up. So we
Show
gotta
me.
talk off air over there.
Oh, yeah,
you know what
show
I'm
me,
saying?
goddamn
This
it.
is
That's
something
what I'm
I gotta
talking
I gotta have you talk to my pops and all that stuff because there's a lot
Oh,
going
listen
on.
to me. Show me. Oh,
I'm
my
telling you,
God.
I'm
That's what
trying
talking
to
about.
put up like a couple of villas because if they're over there, if they have the contracts, they need somewhere to stay. Like off top, if they go over there, oh y'all got these villas.
Even if they got somewhere to stay, I don't want to just make some stay. I want to get some of that oil too. That's black
Yeah,
gold,
no,
baby.
listen, it's already there.
Shoot, that's
Listen,
wealth.
We already I'm trying to get into the to the gold. I'm trying to get into like the diamonds, and I'm trying to get into the oil. And
There's
if
diamonds over there?
Yeah, Hefe. Hefe. So we there, man.
God.
We gonna go over there. We gonna talk off here because I don't want everybody to know like my plans and stuff like
we
that.
gotta keep that plan.
But
Yeah, we gotta keep that.
my
under wraps.
plan is to go over there in July,
Mm-hmm.
and to go observe what I could accomplish over there. And,
It's gonna be hot.
and
That's what's up.
that's
We
the
all
way.
we're gonna take a trip.
Yeah, definitely. Guyana's not that expensive. I think like a round trip is like maybe like $600-700.
I'm ready.
Yeah, but that's the money, man.
All right, that's what's up.
That's
we talk
the
about
money.
it. We're gonna politic.
It's already in plans, and the thing is like it's a lot, but we're gonna talk off air because I don't need everybody knowing the
All right,
secrets.
we're gonna politic it. We're gonna do what it do.
Yep. But we almost at the 2 hours mark. It's time for us to start wrapping this up.
Yeah,
Right.
we did some
anything
real
else
serious.
that we need to speak about? Any other topics?
I
We
think
gonna
we
talk
touched
about
on. We touched
how
on.
Marley like go in the bathroom with people and drink the toilet water.
Oh wow, that's what he
Yeah.
do. Wow.
Yeah, he does that. He has no filter and no privacy. Like
That's
he
what he
watches
do.
you. Like he's a perv.
That's what he do. No.
Yeah, he's a
Get
perv.
Get
You
that-
know,
get
but
Did anybody have any downtime?
No,
This
we ain't even
week?
talking.
it was my birthday for downtime, but I ain't.
You ain't doing nothing.
I ain't get no penis, so
We
they
talk
don't
about
count.
downtime. Who did something
Get
for
that.
downtime this week?
I didn't do nothing for downtime. All I did was just chill. I just worked. That's what I did.
Well, I got my nails and my hair and my feet done.
No, that's tomorrow for
and
me.
tomorrow
Nails and stuff.
I'm gonna get my Brazilian
Oh
done.
my
That
god.
Brazilian.
So,
No, my
yeah.
Brazilian done already. I was like, ooh, it's the birthday, nigga. He was mad.
Listen,
He was so petty.
So my downtime.
He hurt my
was
feelings.
amazing.
Your downtown was amazing.
Amazing.
Man, I'm jealous.
Get down.
I'm jealous. That
Like I'm
thing like
singing.
it's like
I'm so happy.
cobwebs down there.
Oh my god.
No cobbers.
It's
Fire.
like, yeah, it's cobwebs down there. But don't worry because if he don't do what he's supposed to do, another nigga will.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't say that.
Oh
We
yeah,
so
I'm gonna say
lit.
it.
Don't say that.
I'm gonna say it, man.
We saw that. One time for everybody out there, I have a really good friend. She's always singing, "Who runs the world, girls?" It's truth though. We definitely do.
Yeah.
Live for yourself. Be happy. Live for yourself. Do it. Makes yourself happy. Do what makes yourself
No.
happy. I mean, I just want you guys to do the same thing and incorporate your children in it as well.
Absolutely.
Yep. All time. All
And
time.
sure.
incorporate your kids.
The kids are the future.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go and turn up because we are gonna celebrate my birthday.
Yes.
And Haitian Flag Day.
Sapasi.
That too.
One
That
time
too.
for Lil Haiti, one time for NMB. Yeah.
That too.
Stop it.
That too.
Stop.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to
yeah.
thank everybody. I know who got me. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Raising Kings podcast.
Absolutely.
You guys are very pivotal for our success and, for comments, feedback, and all that good stuff. Hit us up on raisingkingspodcast@gmail.com, Raising Kings PC on Twitter, Raising Kings Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and SoundCloud. And you hit us up on Facebook, Raising Kings Podcast. You got any comments, any topic discussions, any questions, any, just anything that you want to add to any one of our episodes, we down to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Just please keep on supporting us. We gonna always be here. We gonna keep pumping out this good content for your ear.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. And again, we just want to make sure we let everybody know when you tune in. Keep tuning in. Keep dropping your little comments. Keep on trying to, subscribe. Because again, the last person who won, Stephanie won. She won that Brazilian and she won that massage. And we want to give those things out to more people. You understand? This is coming out for us because we want to give this back to you for supporting us.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So we want y'all to keep supporting, keep listening, keep being involved, ask us questions, even email us your questions too. If there's something that you want us to talk about, anything in particular you like us to talk about, send us some questions, man. We like that, and we're going to put you in that raffle, put you in that draft to get you in there to have you win also a massage. And fellas, don't think that you don't deserve massage either, fellas. You understand?
Definitely.
We don't know nothing about them Brazilians, but you could definitely do a massage.
No. Y'all can get the Brazilian
listen
too.
Here. We ain't gonna go read. Listen here. This is where
the
buck stops here. Pause.
No.
Okay. Pause now.
Summer's coming up.
Pause now. Pause now.
Ain't no dang on pause.
Ain't no pause. I like it.
Pause.
Right.
I like it when it's manscaping.
Now listen to me.
Summer's coming up.
When it's manscaping.
Listen.
I will do my own manscaping, but I will not be doing no Brazilian nothing. You understand me? Nobody gonna be pouring no hot wax down my booty hole.
What if I do it?
Whip nothing.
What if I do it?
Do what?
Brazil. What if
women, you have to. That's a must. That's a must.
I like it like this.
Who? What?
You won't let your wife give you a
I can't use the razor?
No. If I'm using I'll use my razor and I'll always groom down there because it's the summertime. You want to have sweaty balls and nothing like that.
Right.
You want to be nice and fresh and clean and things like that too. But I don't have to go get no wax poured down my booty on my wax. I don't need that.
It helps.
What?
It helps.
No, I don't need that.
It helps.
I'll leave that to you ladies. That's a beautiful thing for y'all
Yeah,
ladies.
no, I agree though. The Brazilian, leave that to the ladies.
But like I said,
some of the stuff
us
that the men is doing is just crossing over too much, and I don't
listen
like it.
here. I don't listen. Them jokers doing that, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You can be as smooth as a baby's ass.
Well, I'm not doing that. But like I said, men, we do deserve to have a massage, just like the women do. We have hard times too, stress and everything else. We could do a massage. It's all good. You understand? So men could get that too.
Definitely.
So let's see who's gonna be the next one on that totem pole to see.
Yeah, we gotta think about something else we're gonna give out. Maybe we're gonna do something for the kids for the summer.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll probably pay like some mother that's having a hard time. Maybe pay like her one of her kids
to go to Rapids or something. We're gonna do something.
No,
for
not even Rapids. Maybe
man.
like summer camp or something like
that. Oh, summer camp.
Definitely.
Okay.
Take some time off her hands.
All right.
Extra bills.
We'll do that. Right. We'll definitely do that.
We're gonna see how we're gonna set that up.
Yeah,
okay.
Y'all just gotta listen and tune in because we got some good things here. You know what I'm saying? Just keep tuning in. We're gonna give y'all like the question that y'all gotta just reply to us. Whoever's the first to reply, we'll definitely reach out to y'all and give y'all the goodies.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Sounds fun.
And we're gonna have the Raising Kings podcast subscribing and stuff like that. We're gonna start sending out some T-shirts and giving it to people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We're gonna start. Sending this SOS out to the world that we here.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
All right, so we have reached the end of the Raising Kings podcast. You guys have anything else that you want to add to this week's show?
No, I think we covered everything. We're going to have some good content next week. We're going to talk about some things, and have some good conversation.
This week's episode is called I Do Not Consent.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I agree.
And I'm telling you, next time around, I had them consent forms. I don't think I'm going to send it. I'm not sending my kid out there with that,
We're going to do better.
Somebody got to be responsible.
It's nuts.
I got to be able to sue some goddamn body.
Yeah, sure. I do. I agree. But yeah, I feel like we touched a good couple of topics.
Good job, Hefe.
I try.
Yeah, Hefe was the lead on this episode.
I try.
See, that's
to
why
throw
we
some
got the
questions
man
out
in the
there.
building.
That's right.
I try to throw some questions out there. We still going to go back and regurgitate some new content and talk about some things and see.
Yeah, every week we going
see where it goes.
We always spruce it up every week for you guys.
See where it goes.
So again, reach us out, Raising Kings Podcast at gmail.com, Raising Kings PC on Twitter, search Raising Kings Podcast, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We on Facebook, Raising Kings Podcast, also on IG, Raising Kings Podcast. All right, so we about to check out. My name is Sassy.
And it's your girl, Lady Love.
And I'm Hefe.
Foreign Lifestyle in the building. We up out of here. Raising Kings Podcast.
One.
We out.
Good night.
Thank you for tuning in.